T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
LadyChann! Fight!
Yo, hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep nonetheless, and welcome to Come Box with Shan. We in the building. I don't even have, I feel bad. I thought I had one of my rings on my desk. Yeah. Don't have one. I don't have one, so it's bare today. Hi guys, sorry about my tardiness, but you know how it goes. Today we are going to be discussing the news that broke a couple of days ago. You know, Errol Spence Jr. was supposed to jump on at that time, but wasn't feeling too bright in the building. But you know, I'm good. It was just a couple little technicalities, but everything is all right. So. Let's go. All right. Hang on. Let's just see. See, the banner's already up. Try to be semi-prepared, you know what I mean? But.
That's right. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Look for me.
Yes! Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my boyfriend. Yeah. I did some new clips. This Lappy's decided to say, okay, so let's, 1 second, guys. Come on. All you had to do was restore. God, this, yeah, come on. Give the old girl a break, eh? Give the old girl a fucking break in the building. Right. a whole hot mess right here. Let's see, where am I? Let's go back a little. Go back, forth and forth. All right, so roll call is happening. Let's go. Wow, it feels weird. Anyway, I'm gone. No, I'm joking. Just got here. So Modern King boxing in the building. What up, Dow King round the dawn? Jimmy McClenley in the building. Ringside Report Live in the building. King of King boxing in the building. Lisa Bell's the queen in the building. Stephen T in the building. Mark Niggity Nash in the building. What up, guys? We knew that today USA boxing in the building. Donald Banks DB in the building. AJ All Day in the building. Charlo in the building. King TJ in the building. Haplo Type in the building. El Primero in El Edificio in the building. Dr. P in the building. Devil Beats in the building. My Art to the Let in the building. D-Star Boxing in the building. Dub Side Right Side in the building. Slim Boxing Commentary in the building. Hector Garcia, mi esposo número uno, Bars in the building. Mark in the building. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, Bars in the building. ERF Boxing in the building. And Don Juan in the building. And Ivo in the Uzdanya. Ra, 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 ra. That's right. So, those are the shout outs. Let me see. I can hear a little. I'm gonna put the. Let me hear something. Let me put the link. Does my mic sound nice? Jiggity check 1, check 2. Does my mic sound nice? Let's go. Copy and copied. Let's go. What up, though? Sure. Yeah, I remembered it. Of course I did. You know, I did. I remembered it. Uzdanya. Yeah. I love it. It's a nice word. Hey. All right, I'm putting the link. Let's get this on and popping. Let's go. Regulators, mount up. Let's mount up. Yeah, we've got some stuff to discuss. We definitely have some stuff to discuss. Massively appreciated. Massively appreciated. So yeah, we've got some stuff to discuss in the building. So I'm waiting for the troops to load up, rally up. Come on, come on. Come says one, come some all. You know, some footage, interesting footage has leaked for Mr. Errol, the true Spence. Let me just have to show you what up, though. Like, courtesy of Mark Nash, actually. Let me pull up Mark's one because Mark's got yeah, Mark's got a good one here. Okay.
Introducing Google Pixel 7 Pro.
Un momento, por favor. Mark's commentary cracks me up on this. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go. Sorry. All right. So share screen. Actually, let me take off banners and that because otherwise you're not gonna see shit. Sorry, my bad. And Jaguar Black. What you saying, Dawn? What up, Joe? I gotta take this banner off so you guys just can see. 1 second. Where's my troops, man? We gotta discuss this. Okay, so I don't own the rights to this material, but this is my guide, my YouTube hubby. Some material, so you know, let's get into this, shall we? I can't see myself on here, which is okay. It's Lappy. It's got to doing its thing. Hopefully it restores. Yeah, it's going to restore me. Okay. Also, let me mute on here. My bad.
Talk about it. I'm gonna make this one real short, real crisp, real clean. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this story. Errol Spence Jr. exposed by his baby mama on this Instagram post. Is this what Terence Crawford was talking about when he left his own crypto post saying this? I know why they had to drag out this negotiation. I know and heard from some close people to you. What you been doing over there? Get yourself together and stop doing that shit. And you know what I'm talking about. I played this clip and yeah, man, it's looking bad. Let's react to it. Shemaine Martinez breaking beats. Let's get it.
I'm tired. So yeah, it's just been so hard. I take full responsibility. I mean, he was cheating on me, so I did run that nigga over with my car, but we would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai, baby? Do you want to go to Dubai, baby?
Do it? I'm gonna just leave that right there. Let y'all react to it. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this story. Is this what Terence Crawford was talking about when he said, I know what you've been doing. I know why they dragged these negotiations out. Get yourself together. Stop doing that. Wow. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your man Martin Nash. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else. I played this clip and yeah, man, it's looking bad. Let's react to it. It's your man Martin Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's get it.
I'm tired. So yeah, it's just been so hard. I take full responsibility. I mean, he was cheating on me, so I did run that nigga over with my car, but we would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai, baby? Do you want to go to Dubai, baby? Dubai? Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave that right there. Let y'all react to it. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this story. Is this what Terence Crawford was talking about when he said, I know what you've been doing. I know why they dragged these negotiations out. Get yourself together. Stop doing that. Wow. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your man Martin Nash. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology.
Yeah, we are in the fucking building. Oh, okay. There's more of you. Who's coming on the panel so we can? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Shouts out to Al Money, Major Key Boxing in the building. What up, though, guys? Okay. Introducing. 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 King of Kings boxing. Edward is in the building. Oh yeah, I got to put you on. Hey, LadyChann.
How's everybody doing in the chat? What's up?
Hey, LadyChann. What's up?
What's
Talk
up with
to
your
me.
boy, man? Why was he folded up like that? What's he doing in his life?
Man, some of the troops. Shouts out to Lisa. I know she always had an engagement on a Friday. She's hit me, so she be listening and regulating. I think AJ all day is probably asleep, and once he wakes up, he'll either miss it or it'll come through. So I've got to be able to talk to somebody. All of these lot look a little gun shy to be not on the panel. Ivo, yeah, I did remember. But yeah, let's discuss, shall we?
Absolutely. Where you want to start?
At the beginning. This dude is just this looks very okay. So this appeared on Errol Spence's girlfriend's, who is his second baby mother's. This laptop is tweaking. This one over here. His on her TikTok. So let me just ignore this and just I can't see myself over here. That's all. Sorry, it keeps saying there's a crash. But so she put this out. So now people are saying that this is a skit. That's the word. They was joking. He wasn't really drunk. That wasn't them at first. They're actors. Then that's not their voice. There was voiceovers. This is a challenge. What kind of challenge? What, drink the Ray and his blood clot nephew challenge? Is that the challenge? Because, yeah. So what do you think
That shit
about...
is. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that shit is stupid. I don't care if it is a skit. Why? What's purpose? Like, are we just like completely unaware that you have a public image you got to maintain regardless, and you have a stigma that sticks around you that you don't want to associate, even if you were fucking playing? No, the girl leaked the shit. Earl came out of whatever he was in and got pissed off, and they're trying to backtrack, but they're doing the worst way of doing it. She just should have just deleted the video and not even said nothing. At least that would have made some damn sense. Errol just, I mean, he must have some problems, man. It's sad.
It's so yeah, I'm with the same thing. Even if this was a skit, it was done in fucking bad taste for one, because obviously the dude's come out of a drunk, a DUI car crash that he was lucky to survive. And I don't know. I don't like, a part of me thinks it is a skit, then a part, I don't know. It's just all done in bad taste. I just think he's an idiot at this point, because and what do you think about, like, people are coming for the woman, the girl?
They should. That's fucking disloyal as fuck. Like, you got a kid. Even, let's put it like this. That's the one he has a kid by, right?
He's got two. Yeah, he's got a kid by her as well. Yeah, he's
Okay,
got one.
so even the point of, okay, you just Arrow, you have a child. They have friends. They're gonna see this shit. Why would you even think this was some cute like that? Like, you don't even got the good sense to realize not only is it gonna affect Spence, it's gonna affect your child. Like, it's just pathetic. They should come forward. She's the one that posted the shit.
Yeah, but
Like,
is he? But do you think he's? So are we going with that he was aware that she posted it, or if he's drunk, it was just like, that's just some fucked up shit?
I don't think he knew, because prior to this, we haven't, like, let's be honest, up since years ago before the car crash, we haven't seen nothing like this from him since then. So I don't think he knew.
And let me have a look on his Twitter, because the last time I looked, excuse me, the last time I looked, since this landed, he hasn't tweeted. He'd be tweeting to say, that was a joke, or that wasn't me. Let me see. I think it's gone like super silent. Let me see, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
he said nothing since November 5th. I like watching Julian fight. He's crafty and sharp when he's on. Yeah, he's said nothing. I'm gonna hit ya. I'm gonna get some. Let me show you guys these tweets just so you can have a look. Share screen. You can have a look at Mr. Errol Spence's tweet, so you can see that he has said nada. So that was the last time he tweeted. Wonder what? Let me see what people's comments are. People saying it? No, I don't want to say anything to you. Does he have comments? One sec. I thought J-Rock retired or something. Like, look how people. He's as active as you are. Look how. Are you still going to push for that Canelo fight? Look how, like, his little ball juggling fans have not even said nothing. Oh, like, yo, what up? What happened? Like, look, they just acted like they've had that Men in Black fucking memory eraser. They don't like, look, it's just, these people are weird. Look, nothing. But yet you got Terence Crawford, man almost down. You damn fool with Terence Crawford. Your man is down. Like, no, let me just, no. This is where I get in. Look, no, your man is down.
Down.
Your man is down. He's down. Please refer to TikTok. You know them ones. TikTok. You fucking losers. Lol. Yeah, just have to put things in perspective.
Look at you.
Yeah, quad mode Lee. Don't chat shit about Terence Crawford, about he's down, and you ain't got nothing to say about your man really being down and strap season looking like it's strap on season. God, sick of, I'm just like, I'm really, this is why we're not getting the fight. Oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to show you. So Bud did do that tweet, didn't he? He did do the, what people deem as the cryptic tweet. Let's have a look, because Mark did address it. But yeah. So what do you think he should do? Get rid of her?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, what is it?
Would you get rid of her?
Man, just because a woman has a child by you, if she's detrimental to you, then get her going. But these dudes is poor choices of character, man. Like, At the end of the day, regardless of what he does in his private life, because he always seems to have somebody taking like learn some tech, y'all. Like everything you do doesn't need to be posted. I promise Errol Spence ain't the first fighter that was an alcoholic, but unfortunately, he's one that does it in a time.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No.
Sorry about that.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he's the only one that's done it in a time frame where everybody can be aware of it. So it's just not. It just. I mean, damn. Like y'all need some public relation classes. Like y'all need to
Yeah.
hire PR managers and have them control everything and the people you around them because it just doesn't make. It looks stupid. If it's a skit or whatever, no, that's not. That don't even sound feasible. Oh, it's a skit. It's a fucking challenge. Which challenge? The bobblehead challenge? Because I haven't seen no damn challenge for that shit. What the fuck?
The bubble. Yeah, that's what it is. The bobblehead challenge. Yeah, but is. I was just trying to see his tweet, but I couldn't see it. There's one that he does say. Errol Spence is a clown. Yada yada yada. We agree. We agree. He said, I think it's something to be your own people. Yeah. As I think about it, it's so crazy. It be your own people that turn on you. Yeah. That's what he said. And then he said the other one, like, I know what you're doing, basically. Get your act and get your life to fucking together in the building. What up, Carl? Let me see what Carl's got to say. Hang on. All right. Let's address the chat and see where we at. Carl Brown, yo, it's no way y'all think this shit is real. Y'all MFs be all over this dude. He know this is what y'all want. I swear, y'all crazy. Real talk. Texas in the building, aka Aerosexuals in the building. Carl, why don't you call in? Because I've got a US number, my G. Scrolling across. You could call in. And why don't you just state your opinion? You could tell us that, or you could tell me that I've lost my motherfucking mind.
If that's true, and it's a publicity, well, then it's a good thing that we're still talking about them regardless. That's how people understand. No, it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive attention. I guess it's attention, but if that's fake, then okay, cool. I don't know what the hell fake supposed to mean. What is that?
Yeah, if it's fake, it's still pitiful, Carl.
Exactly.
It's still pitiful. Call in. I need to hear these people's voices. Because you may tell me something that I might agree with and go, oh, okay, I get your point. But when you're just like typing on the chat like that, like sometimes, it doesn't come across. Nah, I'm good. Just look out. Yeah. Look. Scared. Chicken. Don't worry, I don't bite. No, I'm good. I just look at how y'all act over one. So, but listen, you're acting like this in the chat. I'm actually being more of a man than you are. I'm like saying, dude, like call in and speak to me. But you want to type in the chat, well then be quiet then. Stop typing in the chat then. If you ain't going to call in, we've heard your opinion. Be quiet because it's like getting a little lame. So, yeah. Oh, mate, you guys are a motherfucking trip. Yeah, like, these aerosexuals are in the building. Yeah, we leave the keyboard warriors alone. Yeah, he just wants to, yeah, I know. Bless you. Salute to the panel. Bold. We here. Click the link. Because Wakanda is in the building. I'll give you a round of applause. Okay, so 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh yeah, the link is in the Bold. If you want to come on and speak your piece, I'd like to hear your opinion. Modern King Boxing, come through like the Marion Woo. Yeah, I've got because the aerosexuals are here. Let's put the banner back up because it seems to annoy you guys. Big fucking time. It annoys you. And here's the phone number: 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. 917-268-9433. you know, and oh yeah, for my UK compadres, it's 07939530 and then you can give me your opinions, say what you want to say. Yeah, Carl, you gotta chill out, my G. Yeah. All right, well you've said your piece and you're not man enough to call in. So that's a 10-8 round, Carl. Shouts out to me. Shouts out to my sister Food Revolution in the booth. Welcome, Foodie. I'll get kicked out soon, and I'm just a boxing fan. No, you won't get kicked out soon. That's a 10-8 round. Do you want further rounds? So I can drop you again and get the stoppage. Like, I'll get the stoppage. You got knocked to the canvas, Carl. You got knocked to the canvas. Yeah. I don't like him. That's it. No, I said it. I don't like him because I think he's a coward. So, like, I think you're a coward because all you're doing is typing in the chat. I think Errol Spence is a coward. I think most of his dick-riding, fucking heterosexual, cock-sucking fan base are cowards. And if you fit into that, then cool. You know, if you wear the hat and the cap fits, sight got rule boy, is me? Yeah. You see it. Good for you. I see that you have no phone. You've got no credit. You've got no minutes. That's why you can't phone. You know, so shut up now. We're bored of you. I was willing to hear your opinion, but now there's no opinion. There's no opinion, Carl, to hear. Un momento. Yeah. 1 second. We just come here and we talk about the truth. You let me know, Carl, or people like Carl, why is this a joke? Where's the funniness in it? Where's the punchline? Where's the punchline?
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled to. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Carl can't handle the truth. Heterosexuals can't handle the truth at all. Not one bit. So we throw them in the trap. Yeah. So I'm still waiting for people to. The link's in there. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. What do you want me to play it again? Shouts out to Mark Niggity Nash. Let's play it again and let's see where the joke is. Because I may have missed it. So if I've missed the joke, my bad. So all right, let's take away the banners. Let's go again. Let's share screen and let's let someone show me where the joke is. Because someone that do you know what I think she says as well? I'm not sure if she says I ran him over with the car, but I thought she said initially I thought she said that, but I don't know. I think she said I went and moved the car. I could be wrong. Let's have a listen again.
Get your
So yeah, it's just been so hard. I take full responsibility. I mean, he cheated on me, decided to run in and go with my car, but we would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai? So yeah, it's just been so hard. I take full responsibility. I mean, he cheated on me, decided to run in and go with my car, but we would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai, baby? Do you want to go to Dubai, baby? Dubai? You can't.
I'm gonna just leave that right there.
Do what? Do what? Where's the joke? So let me see let me read the chat. Because let me read the chat so somebody can tell me. Yeah, it's echoing. Yeah, because I didn't double mute it. I'm introducing. Oh, okay. I was introducing, but y'all love this. This guy's crazy. Go away. You're boring. I don't know what happened to you popped in and then maybe it got bounced out. Yeah, because I didn't double mute it, but it's not like he was saying anything. But I think she was saying, I think she said I've gone and moved. I had to go and move the car. At first, we all thought she said that I had to run a nigger over with my car because he cheated on me. But she said because he cheated. I don't know. They all suffer from slurrism. That's what it is. Slurrism. Oh, lordy lord, Wakanda is dead. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for anybody to come and challenge me. Come and challenge me or come and teach me. But I don't need it just in the chat. I'd like people to call in and just say their opinion. Whether you agree with it, whether you think it's cap, whether you think, this is nothing but the truth, so help him God. But I don't know, man. To me, you're saying that you guys are saying it's a joke.
What you talking about, mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Manny? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Errol? Sexuals. So let me know, because we can wait. We can wait like ding 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 ding. We've got one aerosexual, one present aerosexual in the building. I'm just looking at Daniel Vasquez. Listen, a skit. Okay, next time he walks in on his woman with another man, and a woman just know, my dude, it's just a skit. Just come back when it's over. Yeah, Daniel. You think I think Errol is depressed. He knows he ain't the truth. Errol the Lie Spence and Terence Bud the Truth Crawford. I'm introducing. I hope your devices are all connected and it's all good. I'm introducing. Introducing. King Ron, the Dom, Ronald Finkley in the building. What up, Ron? I knew it was going to be that.
The beautiful Lady Chan, can you hear me?
Hear you? Yeah, now I can hear you.
How are you doing, the beautiful Lady Chan?
Thank you very much. I'm fine, King Ron, the Don. All the better to see you. Errol,
good.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me. What's going on?
I actually had my serious talk yesterday on the phone, so I was kind of over it because it ain't gonna be no justice like for either side. Like, well, I'm gonna look at it like this: everybody's gonna have their opinion, and I know what I saw, and I saw nothing that looked nothing similar to a TikTok. It was more like a cry for help from his girl because of their relationship to me. So if she put it on the internet and we seen it, I'm gonna analyze it the way I saw it. I'm not gonna care about it being no TikTok skit. It wasn't something that was in the best interest of Errol Spence, because think about the next time he has a fight. I'm pretty sure a real serious journalist is going to question him about that TikTok video. That's what I get out of it, because you don't just let something like that just go past your ear like it was a TikTok video. You're gonna, if you're a real journalist, you're gonna ask him that question.
Boy, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be sober enough to even answer those questions. We now realize why we're not going to get this fight with Bud, because Bud already said it. But Bold, shouts out to my guy Bold in the building. What up, Bold? What up, Bold? What up, Bold?
Hey, what's up?
Oh man, talk to me about what's going on. We got one aerosexual in the chat in the building. He just wants to talk. We're not going to acknowledge you any further. Either you super chat because you are super whack, or you call in. I've already bodied you, and that's it. And that's it. You're out. I knocked you out. KO. Perfect. Go ahead, Bold.
Yeah, Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a sick Negro. Put it that way. My man is I don't know. You know, so crazy. It's like a lot of his fans keep saying this is an acting. So I should just make a video and just make it like an acting preview or something like that. Since they want to say Errol Spence was acting, like I don't understand this whole acting deal. Like how do you act like you drunk when everybody know you are drunk? You know.
I know.
Like to me, it doesn't even make sense.
That was deep. That was deep.
He should get an Oscar nomination for real. Everyone's been saying it. Get an Oscar nominated award, like at least. And on the run-ups for Best Actor of 2022, we have Robert Downey Jr. We have Samuel L. Jackson. We have Will Smith. We have Errol the True Spence. Let me open up the wrapper one sec. Let me get it. And our winner is for Best Actor of the Oscars 2022 is Errol the True Spence.
Oh man.
Let's beam over to Errol the True Spence for his acceptance speech real quick. And let's have a look now.
He's filming the new Get Out movie too. He's filming the new Get Out movie too, so he can't be present for the awards. Oh man.
So yeah, it's just been so hard. I take full responsibility. I mean, he cheated on me, decided to run and go with my car, but we would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai, baby? Do you want to go to Dubai, baby?
Yo, would he always be like,
True Spence, him and his girlfriend accepting that award, and that was his acceptance speech. Thank you very much. We didn't get a translator. We wasn't able to get a translator, but aerosexuals, I don't speak aerosexual. So the aerosexuals, oh, King Ron, you're gonna have to mute your mic if you've got all that background noise. With aerosexuals, I'm sure you've understood what was said there. So shouts out to him winning the award. Go ahead, Bold.
It would just every time he always be like, do what? Yeah, that should be funny as hell, man.
I was just really honed in, just looking to see, and he is definitely out of it. He's definitely out of it. His head's all cradled up. But she sounds like Electro Dread in the building. What up, guys? Awful. That's aerosexual. I'm not fluent in that at all. What up, Electro?
Do what?
Do what? That bit was like, do what? Yeah. Just threw his head right back down. No love.
Apparently, that is translated to I will not take responsibility for me not boxing Bud Crawford. I don't want the blame for that whatsoever. That's what that translates that. That's what that translates to.
Shouts out to you for learning aerosexual. Wow, we've got our aerosexual translator official Electro Jed. I knew there was Spanish and I knew there was English, but I didn't know that you could speak aerosexual.
Well, I had to wade through all the BS and everything, so it takes a lot cut through all of that to be able to get to the juicy part of the conversation. And when he went, that actually translates to Bud Crawford, right?
Okay.
And then the part where he goes, that I want no responsibility. That's the I want no
Got
responsibility.
you. Wow. Shouts out to Jed. Jed. I couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for you didn't tell me that you knew this, but I'm impressed. You know 3 languages. Yeah, 3 languages. Shouts out to you, King Ronda Don. King Ronda Don. Bold. Any other chimes in? Let's just keep chopping it. So do you think this is the reason why Terence Crawford sent this cryptic tweet and that's what it meant? And this is why we cannot get this fight. And then he's going to be fighting done time, one time, none time.
You know what, LadyChann? You know what, LadyChann? My daughter stopped skating, but yeah, basically, that's why I wanted to go first. But yeah, I think it has something to do with that because you gotta understand, like they know similar people to each other, so somebody probably got Terence Crawford the information before we got the information. So of course he gonna see it and be like, "Oh shit, damn, you're bugging over there." Whether it was a TikTok skit or not, why you take it down, like and stuff like that. And from what I hear, I heard she only basically gave an excuse like by writing words under it saying it's a TikTok skit. I don't think she actually verbally or him actually verbally stated that it was a TikTok video. From what I hear, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think nobody got a actual verbal saying that it wasn't a TikTok. Just a couple words written. Like, come on now, something going on in that household. Something's going on in that household. They can try to cover it up all they want, saying that we're being like irrational. But like, I think we think rational. If you see something like that, you look at it for what it is.
I mean, you could be right there. You can be totally right. But you know what, Chan, you know how I feel. I don't care anymore. I told you if they didn't fight this year, what was I going to do? What did I say?
You said you're just not going to be bothered. You don't care about the fight.
I don't care about the fight. I don't care about either one of them now.
So are you blaming that the fight not happening on Bud then, Electro? Or?
I'm of the mindset that it's a combination of both. I think it's pride on both sides, but I think it's a responsibility on Errol Spence's side more so than Bud. But I do believe both are responsible.
I can't see why it's Bud's responsibility. For me, to be honest, shouts out to Coach Malachi in the boot. I mean, sorry.
What's up, Coach Malachi?
So what do you guys think about him fighting none time, done time, one time, sometime, run time?
I don't
care. Second time, Keith Thurman.
I'm okay with Keith Thurman. I'll watch a Keith Thurman fight, but I'm not going to watch Keith Thurman fight Errol Spence. Again, I'm not going to give them money. I'm not going to ever give money to Errol Spence.
Right.
I will watch that one. I will watch that one, but I'm not going to pay for that one because it's probably going to be too much. If it's like a $49 or $40 one, I mean, I would buy it then. I don't think they should have these prices sky jacked high if they want us to buy something where as though it's past its prime.
I wouldn't pay for it even if it was $10. I was still streaming it because the PBC are not giving us anything that we've ever wanted for the last hot minute now. So that's going to be streamed in the building unless Al gives that to the UK. Sometimes he does it, puts those, but no, I think that's going to be on Fight TV. To be honest, for us here, it'll just be like probably like £20, which is about $25 or something like that. But I'm not buying it. I refuse.
Fair enough.
Because if we keep supporting the bullshit, it makes it look like it's cool to keep on, doing.
LadyChann, do y'all get ESPN Plus? I'm sorry.
No.
Jet. I'm done. I just wanted to ask if she got ESPN Plus.
No, we do Sky, so we have Sky.
My bad, Electro Jet. All right, yep.
No problem. I mean, I got ESPN Plus. I'll watch what's on there, but I will protest and I will not watch a Crawford or a Spence fight. I don't care who they're fighting. Even if I like the fighter they're fighting. Like, I've spent money on what people call bullshit fights. I spent money on Sanchez just when it was when Ortiz was the headliner and Sanchez was the co-headliner. I spent money on that to watch Sanchez. I actually spend money on the people I like, and I'm gonna show love like that because I support the sport. I want them to do good. I
Right.
don't mind, but with this BS going on between these two, there was no reason. There's no reason. Both of them, I think, are responsible. I understand, Chan, where you're coming from, where you don't see how Bud can be, responsible when Errol's acting the way he is. I get you, but I personally hold the both of them responsible.
You're done. You're like, I finished. I'm over it.
Because the fight would have been we've been wanting that fight forever. And now there's no excuse for it. This is a unification fight.
So what?
Yeah,
So what?
oh,
So what?
shit! You scared the fuck. Hold on. Look what my wife brings to me.
What do you think? What's that then?
She got a snake. She bought a snake lately. Look.
God, you guys have like a bloody zoo.
That's Al Hamo, the snake.
There's all the snake Spence. Bold. What do you think about him fighting Keith Thurman? Jeez, yeah, and that's gonna grow big, right?
Yeah, bigger.
Nice.
Wow.
It's a garden snake.
What is it, babe? What? It's a corn snake.
Oh, okay.
Corn snake.
Gotcha. Only got garden snakes around here.
The last time I held one of those, it took a shit on my shoulder. It grew big. It grew big. It took a shit on my shoulder.
Oh God.
I never heard of a snake taking a shit.
Bold. Keith Thurman.
Yeah, I don't mind that fight, to be honest with you. We knew that fight was gonna happen because the guy that I got in the avatar is the reason why that fight was gonna happen. That's why I put him in American Greed joint. I put him with the American Greed background on there because he wanted that fight the whole time. He wasn't ever trying to make that fight with Terence Crawford. And everybody gonna blame Crawford. Now, the crazy thing about it, for the past 4 years, I've been wanting to see Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. And everybody who was supporting Spence made up all these damn excuses. Oh, Spence is, Crawford needs to leave Bob Arum. Crawford left Bob Arum. We still don't have a fight. Oh, Crawford need to go fight Kell Brook. He fight Kell Brook, then they said Kell Brook is washed. Oh, he needs to go fight Sean Porter. He fight Sean Porter. They said Sean Porter was going to retire anyway. So they make all these damn excuses.
Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, Al Heyman always wanted to Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. And Errol Spence kept saying he would never fight Keith Thurman and all that other stuff. Well, it looks like that's a possibility that's going to happen.
Why didn't it happen? Here's the thing.
Just go ahead.
Why didn't it happen with Keith Thurman when Keith Thurman was one time? Not that he isn't one time now. Let me say this very clearly. Keith Thurman's a good boxer. He's a great boxer. But he's past his heyday. I'm not saying he's ready to retire, but he's past his prime where he was the most popular and everybody was gunning from him. What happened to him fighting him then?
I mean, we gotta look at it like this: is at the time when people was hyping up Errol Spence was still a prospect, 15-0, calling out Keith Thurman, which is cool on his end. But I mean, if y'all gonna say Keith Thurman was ducking him, that's cool. But you gotta remind yourself that Errol Spence was pretty much a prospect at the time.
Yeah. I want us to recap on this as well. So I'll share this. You know, when people was getting pulled up on. Let's have a look. Because I think in this he does mention that he's he does mention that he tells us that about Keith Thurman, that even then. But I think it's in this clip. Let's have a look though. Let me share. Just let me mute from here.
I am the boogeyman. I am the boogeyman.
What is next to that?
No.
He's saying the boogeyman. No. I'm boogeyman. Who? He can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him.
I'm the dog of the division. I'm the boogeyman.
You can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing you.
Everyone know I'm that guy.
You're not that guy.
I'm that guy.
Numbers don't lie, and I'm the number
I'm that
one
guy. You're not the number one guy.
Numbers don't lie.
You signed for 6.5 fight.
Terry,
who's a better basketball player?
Me. Anything about him is me. Me.
You can ask Bronner who the best basketball player.
And I killed him for the bread.
You
Him
ask
and
Bronner
his
who the
boys.
best basketball. You ask Bronner who the best.
Hey.
I asked all the money.
And I killed him for the bread. Easy work. He didn't want to play me one-on-one.
I killed him too.
He didn't want to play me one-on-one.
I play one-on-one.
That's what we were supposed to be in there after our fights.
But when you go to Colorado and I'm not going over there.
So I gotta come to Texas.
Why not? All the Dallas fighters go to Omaha.
Huh?
All the Dallas fighters go to Omaha.
I don't take nobody. They come to us.
We doing something that you need our fight.
We don't need nobody.
They try to find something on me.
Obviously, if you look at the statistics, they coming to us.
They try to find something on me.
They coming to us. We ain't going to them. They coming to us.
They try to find something on me. They can't find nothing.
Now if you want to say,
they can't find nothing.
Omaha, he moving to Dallas. You can say that. There's a whole bunch of Omaha people.
Yeah, we done ran into. Come fight at the Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, we ran into. Come fight at the Cowboy Stadium. Come fight at the Cowboy Stadium.
Come and fight at you know what?
Y'all only packing 10,000. Come on. Come on. Cowboy Stadium. We go to Vegas.
Hey, look.
We go to Vegas. We go neutral.
We can go there. Vegas or New York.
And then when I stop him, they're gonna say he's too small.
Hey, so when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak.
On my life.
And he stayed at 147.
He would not stop.
Too long.
He would not stop. Okay. Crazy. Be careful what you're smoking on. Ask the man, who the hardest been hit by?
Hey, look, every person that you name, ask him what I done did to him.
Ask who the hardest been hit by.
It don't matter. If you drop him and I drop him, what that mean? They both got dropped.
Ask who the hardest been hit by.
They don't know.
Nobody ever said you hit hard.
They don't know.
Nobody ever said
if you drop him and I drop somebody, they don't know.
Nobody ever said you hit hard like that.
I don't know.
Ask anybody.
Ask anybody.
I hit like 160.
And I hit like a heavyweight.
They all drop.
I'm like, they all drop.
Oh boy, y'all funny as hell.
Talk to the man that make it happen. He ducked that question. We ain't gonna answer that. Then you be having your entourage acting crazy. You gonna trust them too. And then Bo man be talking shit. Bo man said I'm broke. He said I'm broke.
You
said you like broke.
Oh man, be talking mad shit.
Man, you know, I'm talking that shit. I'm talking that corn.
That ain't the one. There's the one where he pulls up on him, shouting in the building.
Sheldon.
Hang on, we got a phone call. Hang on. Let me hook you up to the thing. Let me hook you up because I was doing stuff on my phone. Yeah.
Hey, beautiful.
Hang on 1 sec. Yeah, 1 sec. Let me just hook you up, and then you can say what you stay as long as you want, and then hang on. Yeah. Let me just connect you to the broadcaster.
Hello.
Okay, so you're connected faster. All right, shouts out to Queen Arlette in the building on the phone line. Go ahead, Arlette.
Good evening. I just wanted to say something. Thank you, LadyChann, for connecting me. I'm just wanted to say something. I'm going back in the chat, but I'm gonna I just got home. But don't you notice that Errol speech has gotten worse? Like, I was just listening to that thing between him, that banter between him and Terence Crawford. And he literally, and I'm not just saying that because he sounds drunk all the time, but even when they had that phone call that they had, and, you know, it was like tapped or whatever, you could not even understand what he was saying. Like for the last year, I don't know whether it was because of the accident or either because he's, you know, doing other stuff, or probably a combination of both. But this guy is ready for the picket. I won't even be surprised if Keith Thurman wins. If Keith Thurman is very determined and trained, I won't even be surprised that he wins this. And I've heard something about Errol Spence.
What?
But I mean, I heard that his mom is not doing too well.
Oh, really?
And he has a lot of stuff going on in his life. And like when you like, I'm sure these videos that's coming out with him and his girlfriend and all of this stuff that's going on, and his girlfriend taking these videos, which I'm not even sure he agrees on. I cannot believe any man that's with a woman, because that's privacy. Because I'm sure that's an intimate situation. You would not want to videotape your loved one or your spouse or your significant other in a situation like that. That's very troubling to me.
I agree.
Because that's not something you work out between yourself. That's not something you show to the world. It goes to show me that he really doesn't have anybody really behind him. But anyway,
I agree.
I would not be surprised if Keith Thurman wins this. I mean, I'm not saying he is. I'm not giving a prediction. But don't be surprised if he pulls this off. No, seriously,
it would be epic. I would be down for it.
No,
Keith Thurman is there to win it for sure.
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. I mean, I don't know. I'm a Keith Thurman fan, so maybe I'm thinking but I wouldn't be surprised. Because this Errol right here is not Errol is not. I don't think Errol's all that. I think I can think of four 147 pounders right now that could beat Errol right now.
Who would you think? Who do you think does?
I think Virgil Ortiz can beat him. I think Bruce Ennis can beat him. Of course, Terence Crawford. You got to add that on, right?
Yeah, Terence Crawford.
And I pretty much think that Keith Thurman, I mean, he has a chance of pulling off the upset. Or
there's a chance.
Even if he doesn't win, he's going to make Errol look bad. Anyone that thinks that Errol is going to knock out Keith Thurman is on something. You need to play the Twilight Zone on that, because Errol Spence is not going to knock out. Errol Spence hasn't even knocked out. Errol Spence didn't even knock out Mikey Garcia or no one. So don't think he's going to knock out Keith Thurman, please.
You know what? I think that he's going to go into. I think that Thurman's going to go into like Predator. He's going to go in there hunting to see if he can actually get those belts. And if he does, more power to him. Kudos to him.
No, but I wish he won. If he doesn't win, I don't believe me. This is gonna make Errol look really bad.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks that Errol is gonna just go in and just walk through, Errol Spence hasn't looked really great. When was the last time Errol Spence even had a knockout? I mean, come on.
Who was his last knockout? About 5-6 years ago. Who was that with, guys?
A long time ago. He don't have to worry about footwork either. Ain't like Spence has the best footwork. So Keith Thurman fighting him, it's going to be a boxing match. All he has to do is watch out for Errol Spence's pressure and him trying to fight him on the inside. I could see Keith making this a real interesting fight. They could possibly go the distance. It just depends on how. Yeah.
No, it is gonna go to distance.
It's gonna go to distance.
It is gonna go to distance.
Yeah, it will.
It's not. It is. It is going to go to distance. I'm like, I will even bet money on anyone on this chat that this fight will go the distance. I didn't say Keith was going to win.
Yeah, but it's going
but
the
it's
distance.
definitely going to go
I
the
believe
distance.
that. Yeah.
I mean, Keith Thurman is a very good fighter. He has a lot. I mean, he has good footwork to me. And the only thing that just makes me worried about Keith Thurman is that is his body, and he's very injury prone-ish. But I think he's more talented than Ugas. He's more talented than Sean Porter, and he's more talented than Danny Garcia. And I'll just leave it at that. But I'm listening, and I'll call back later.
Yes, shouts out to you, Queen Arlette. Love you, Arlette.
Nice to hear from you, Arlette. Queen, that's what's up.
Shouts out to Arlette, one of the great members of the channel. She calls in. Great boxing knowledge, great boxing opinions. We loved our art to the left. Shouts out to KOK.
Yes.
What up?
What up, though?
What up, though? Yeah, we were just talking about the. Oh yeah, Shelton Moore. What up, King Moore? In the building.
What's up, kid? Love you, girl.
What's up?
In a world where Shelton Moore makes a proper prediction.
Damn.
Right.
Love you, Chan. Love you, girl.
Shelton.
Man, my boy got his ass whooped, didn't he?
Yeah, we told you.
My boy got mollywopped.
Man, hey Shelton, we thought you was on suicide watch after that fight, man.
Oh no. What's fucked up is I think it was hot like Saturday morning, and then I left the air on. It got cool at night. I caught a cold. I've been sick for like 2-3 days.
Oh shit!
Were you just getting the odds just to see?
But yeah, I just got back online a couple days ago. I've been keeping abreast. I heard that the BC convention they ordered Thurman and Spence, so we got to see what he gonna do. Shit, now get off the pot. I heard your question earlier, Chan. You said what do we think is the reason why the fight didn't happen?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The fight didn't happen because number one, PBC dropped the ball. They didn't do what was required to make the fight happen. Number one. Number two, I've told you since I've known you. I've known you almost 2 years now. I've told you since I've known you.
Mm-hmm.
I've told you since I've known you. It's not Errol Spence. I don't think Errol Spence is afraid of anyone. But I believe his people do not want this fight. They do not like the style matchup. They don't want nothing to do with Terence Crawford. PBC is not in the Terence Crawford business. That's why this fight didn't happen.
All right, but let me ask you, Shelton. All right. At the end of the day, though, he's in charge. He's the one that has the last word.
Say it.
At the end of the day. You really think
that's
that
if you believe that's only if you believe that Heyman works for him. I don't believe that.
All right,
Errol Spence did say he was his own boss.
All right, let's put it this way. Let's put it this
Exactly.
Just because he said it doesn't make it true. Just because he said it doesn't make it so.
If Earl,
Well, he can't be false representing himself by saying it. I mean, like if you say it, we're gonna believe you. You know what I mean? We're gonna hold you to
how many
that.
of these other hold on. How many of these other motherfuckers false represent themselves every day? Stop it.
Yeah, that's why I don't have no respect for like the Texas propaganda machine, because why are you guys saying that he's his own boss when y'all know damn well y'all talking about Terence Crawford more than y'all talking about him, because y'all don't know how to get away from the real tough questions being answered. Like, how come he has to fight Keith Thurman? You know what I mean? Why can't he, like Mr. Shelton Moore said?
Chan, do you remember what I told you when they announced Barrios versus Thurman? You remember what we talked about?
Kind of. I
told you. I said if this motherfucker,
you had Mario.
I said he looks half-ass decent. If he looks half-ass decent, right?
But you predicted Barrios for the win, didn't you?
Against Thurman?
Yeah.
No, I predicted Barrios for the win against Tank.
Oh, for Tank. Yeah.
What
Tank. Did you say again?
I told you. I said if Thurman looks half-ass decent against Barrios,
Errol,
he getting that Spence fight next. Did I not tell you that?
Yeah, he's going. They'll feed him. So, like,
because the
Is he
fight
sued?
that Heyman wants.
So do you think it's kind of like just like a cash out? I don't think Keith Thurman beats him. I don't think
I
they're
don't think
gonna.
he does either. If Errol is 80 or 70% of what he was, Keith Thurman don't beat him. But the point is, Keith Thurman also told us, remember, it was leading up to the Barrios fight. Keith Thurman told us, PBC owes me a fight.
True.
They owe me a fight. He told us that.
True.
Now it's coming to fruition.
Bud Crawford was never. There was a clip that I saw. I think maybe I have to pull it up with Bruce Wayne on. Shouts out to Bruce Wayne because he put a clip up when Spence named Bud, and he was like, there's X, Y, Z, and he names Thurman, and Bud goes, "What? No, not me, no." And he went, "Nah." Errol Spence went, "Nah, not you." This guy's speech, it's always been in the plan.
Say he didn't mention Bud, did he?
Fight. There's footage of him saying that he'll fight Keith Thurman. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. Listen, that guy's speech is. Forget watching that clip that we just saw his Oscar-winning award, performance. But I mean, his speech has deteriorated, like what Arlette had said.
Chan, you have to remember also that your body, your speech, your mental, everything deteriorates after years of alcohol and drug use.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His life outside the ring is messing him up. Let me pull it up because I can see people in the chat. We got the aerosexuals.
You got your aerosexuals that are just like they ain't nothing you're gonna say that's going to change your mind. Just like you got just like you got your buddy buds out there that are the same way.
They defending that fucking video. How can you defend that? It was a skit.
Yeah,
he was
undefendable.
You can't defend the indefensible. You can't. It's out there.
Where there's a will, there's enough. You missed the nominees that Shan gave out earlier.
What'd you do,
Yeah,
Shan?
that was fire. That was fire.
I read out, the nominees for the best actor of 2022 Oscar awards, and then Errol Spence won. So he won. He beat Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Downey Jr.
Earl and his wife were currently on set for the Get Out movie 2, so they couldn't respond to the award winning.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask the panel this question. This is one question. When did TikTok start releasing their videos on Instagram? Please tell me.
That's the part I didn't get.
No, I can answer that.
Posted onto it, I heard. I don't know.
I can answer that question easily.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a function on TikTok where the person who releases the video, it automatically can go to their TikTok account and release on the TikTok at the same time that you release it on
Instagram.
Man, you can do
it'll
it
go
for
to
multiple
Instagram
platforms.
at the same time that it goes up on TikTok. I do it all the time.
Yeah, because I do that with Facebook. And
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
I'll release a
And
video.
how come nobody pulled up the TikTok version of that video?
There has
Good
been.
point. Good point.
It was. That originally was pulled up on TikTok, and then it went to Instagram. Listen, I'm not plugging nobody else's channel, but I saw it when that shit first came out. It's like, what the fuck? And it was on somebody else's channel, that I get along with, and like, really? Wow.
Well, I'm not tech savvy like that. I'm not tech savvy like that. All I know is that the dude was inebriated, and if you don't want people calling you an alcoholic and a drug addict, you shouldn't put out videos like that.
Exactly. Well, Shelton, that's because I'm a bigger attention whore than you are. I'm putting videos out everywhere.
All I know is Coach. All I know is New Media Today. He totally brought everything to light the other day. He was like the biggest channel that I saw talk about it, and I swear, man, he tore that topic up like inside and out. It was great how he handled that.
Trying to find it here.
Now, here's the biggest question. Here's the big question. Here's the elephant in the room for you guys. What is this dude gonna do? Is he gonna fight Thurman? Is he gonna fight his IBF mandatory, or is he gonna fight his WBA mandatory? What's he gonna do?
Well, technically, he should be fighting Stanionis. So here's my question. Like, not my question, but like something I've been thinking about. If he does fight Keith Thurman, then he has to vacate that belt unless Stanionis takes step-aside money, which he may or may not do. If he does...
Stanionis took step-aside money twice, didn't he?
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. The second time, allegedly, it was on the assumption that it was after Keith Thurman unified with... Not Keith Thurman, sorry. Ugas unified with Spence. So my question is, is he going to take more step-aside money? Or is he... Because if he wants that belt, which he may or may not...
Well, Suleiman said that the WBC mandatory is up next, and all four sanctioning bodies have agreed. He did say that.
Then the video coach Pelosi posted the video yesterday where the guy for Stanionis said, "Yeah, that's not how this is working." Just because Suleiman says it doesn't mean he agrees with it. Technically speaking, Stanionis is up next for the belt.
Well,
yeah, he is.
The PBC and Al Heyman is going to make Errol Spence and Keith Thurman, because that's what they want.
Well, if it happens, then he has to vacate the belt.
Well, it's ordered already, so it's all.
This what I'm trying to get at. What pissing me off is like this shit is holding up the entire division. Like this entire like Crawford Spence like fiasco has been going on for 4 years. If y'all ain't gonna go undisputed and you're not gonna fight your mandatory, drop them belts and stop wasting everyone's time, man. That's what I got to say about this.
Yeah, because it's only one person not fighting his mandatory. You're right. You're absolutely right. Let these other guys get a shot at that shit.
Hey, hold on. One at a time, y'all. Y'all talking over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying. I just wanted to respond. The thing here with that is the immediate response to that is going to be have that same energy for this boxer or that boxer or this weight class or that weight class, and I'm fucking tired of it. I mean, you gotta treat each one of these on an individual basis, yes, but yeah, they still have to they have to treat this all as one company, and to let these guys get away with this bullshit. Any weight class to hold a belt hostage or hold multiple belts hostage, and the people give excuse for that, they are not fight fans. They are dick riders. Every last one of them.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Like, thank you. You made a fantastic point. I'm gonna say this. Like, you cannot use the same argument for Crawford because Crawford actually fought his mandatories. That's the issue. He fought his mandatory. Spence is not satisfied his, I believe it was the IBF since 2018. So. Do you see the difference? What I'm trying to get at? It's like if you're not gonna fight, drop the belt.
I don't blame you guys. Listen, again, I mean, just like I told LadyChann earlier, I understand her side on Bud not being the problem here. I am still of the mindset both of these guys.
Malachi's on the phone in the building. What up, Mally Mal?
Hi, Mal.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me put you through the roadcaster. There you go. What's up, Mal?
Hey, what's going on? Who that, Lisa?
No, me, Shan.
Oh.
Lisa's not. What's up, Mally Mal? Talk to me in the building.
Hey.
Oh, man. This is a trip, isn't it?
Good panel.
Yeah.
We have a good panel.
Shouts out to the panel. This is a trip, isn't it? Like with I'm just waiting for the punchline. You know, I've got a couple aerosexuals that are in the chat, you know, just talking shit, saying that.
Yeah, it's that boy Carl Thomas in the chat.
we're being haters, Mal. You know, we all we want to do is just say that we don't like him. Well, you know, I don't really like him, and I don't like him because of this type of shit.
I got the translation book right here, and it's tabbed off for the aerosexuals.
Hang on, let's get what Mal wants. Mal, what do you want to say on this topic? Because you did shred this to pieces, and you had them calling in tweaking.
Yeah, I had a couple call in. I mean, they can't defend their position. The thing is with me saying is this: these guys, once they get bodied on their position, then they want to say, "Hey, man, let's keep it boxing. Don't just keep it boxing." We've been saying this from day one, dude. Let's just keep the same boxing, yada yada yada. But you know, when you called Crawford top ranked Toby, you wasn't keeping it boxing then. When you talked about the size of his wife, you wasn't keeping it boxing then. When you talked about him being a slave and all of this stuff there, and then the bitch ass this and that. You wasn't keeping the boxing then. Then now somebody comes along and desecrates you, bodies you, and there's so many receipts out there on your board that you count for, and you can't defend it. And the thing is, you can't articulate your position as good as someone like myself. And I'm so good at desecrating these guys and putting this video footage together and, running my shows and stuff. Now, oh man, this ain't got nothing to do with boxing. Let's keep it boxing. No. You don't throw the rock and then get a chance to dictate how people are going to respond.
Right.
Doesn't work that way. Especially when you have someone that's very suspect. He's eating chocolate covered strawberries. He's kissing niggas on the neck. Sorry about that. Kissing guys on the neck.
Yes.
He's grinding on people's cheeks and stuff like that. If Terence Crawford was doing any of those things, these are the same guys that would be desecrating him, talking bad about him, worse than what they do now. So my thing is, I have no problem with that. If you dish it, you have to know how to take it. Those guys' problem is they can't take it, and that's the problem. And their guy is in uncompromising positions, and they just can't defend it and take it. And now they want to, there's really nothing they can do. They're bodied. They're dead right now. It's over. Wakanda's over.
Wakanda.
That's all I have.
Lord, Wakanda is dead. Thanks for calling in, Mally Mal. Shouts out to you and anybody that wants to see Mal do that body in. Go check out New Media Today USA Boxing and go in that playlist with this show because it was fucking hilarious. Shouts out to you, Mal.
Yeah, sure. Coach Malachi, New Media Today USA Boxing.
Shouts out, man.
Lady Chan, can I say something real quick? I'm thinking about it like this. The reason why I would rather him fight Stanios is from a hardcore point of view. It's just mandatory. And this would kind of see exactly what Errol Spence's numbers are alone. Not with Keith Thurman's help, because they like to always say Earl do all these astronomical numbers. There's no difference between Terence Crawford's numbers and Errol Spence's numbers. So that's why I would want him to fight Stanios, just to see his numbers for real.
Yeah, there's not much numbers, and
I'll put it like this.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, but I'll put it like this. I mean, low key, bro. Who cares? Like, none of that's going to help us get those are just all that's going to do is give you an arguing point with motherfuckers that want to argue. So at the end of the day, who cares what the numbers are? It's just stupid. We ain't getting a fight, so fuck it. Like, okay, he does worse numbers. Oh, look, he did worse numbers. Blah blah blah. Okay, is the fight gonna get made? No.
You already know
it's like it doesn't like
made.
we like bicker. We going round and round with the same fucking points, and we still ain't getting no fight. You know what I'm saying? If y'all was looking for a meal, you'd be starving right now. So
because he's up to doing stuff.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro?
He said his girlfriend.
Nigga gay now.
My brother, man. Hey, it's true.
Hey,
it's true. That's my brother.
You still there, Lady Chan?
Brother.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro?
He said his girlfriend.
Nigga gay now.
My brother, man. Hey, it's true.
Hey,
it's true. That's my brother.
She said, don't kiss
my brother.
Yeah, and check this out. Actually, one sec. Thought I was going to share.
Nothing quite like Coach Malachi saying Wakanda is dead when we just had a movie called Wakanda Forever.
What do you say? Can we get both in the ring? He said, fight Mikey. Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. So he had mentioned Terence, huh? Yeah.
Now this
Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. So he had mentioned Terence, huh? Yeah. In the ring. He said, I fight Mikey. Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. So he had mentioned Terence, huh? Yeah.
Now this is the thing. Everything that Errol Spence said has come to pass. Yes, no? It's all been true. He fought Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, all that up until now has been executed. So when Al Heyman basically laid out the plan for his career. He openly told you that Terence Bud Crawford was not part of it. And Terence Bud Crawford said, well, did he mention me? And Errol Spence told you guys to your face on camera, no, he didn't. Okay? And what also did he say? He said, I'm going to fight Keith Thurman. Now let's pause right there. Okay? So when you see stuff like this, that the WBC has ordered the Keith Thurman fight, did the WBC order this or Al Heyman? You put your thinking caps on and you tell me which one you think it is. Test y'all intelligence right quick.
This season, save more and delight more. Salon Vinted.
Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't mention Terence, huh?
It is a no-brainer, and it is common sense and simple deductive reasoning for you to be able to figure out if a man ahead of time told you all the people that he was going to fight, okay, and Terence Bud Crawford is not included, and so far he has followed that schedule to a T. When the WBC comes out and say that they ordered this fight for Keith Thurman, did the WBC really order this fight? Of course not. So what does that let you know? Just by deductive reasoning. Very simple. What does that let you know? It was always in the plan to avoid a person like Terence Bud Crawford. Not only can you tell it in his actions and the way that he's been moving, but since we live in this era of cameras and social media, you have got to see Errol Spence himself tell you what Al Heyman told him. And you got to see Terence Bud Crawford ask him, did he mention me? And Al Heyman says no. Why is it a mystery when it comes to making this fight? We haven't got nowhere. But yet, there is somehow some finger to blame, or some finger to point at Terence Crawford. How is that possible? How could you even respect yourself as a person that has a brain can buy that? You don't. So when you turn a blind eye and when you choose to ignore what I'm saying or what I'm pointing out in this very video, it shows that you are just a fan of man who have no business, number one, on a channel like this or talking to anybody that is a boxing fan, because you have a biased nature due to the fact that you are a fan of man. I could prove this 1,000 times over. And matter of fact, I have done it over and over and over and over again. And this, once again, is just another example of how, whether you want to say it's Errol Spence doesn't want the fight, PBC doesn't want the fight, Al Heyman, it does not matter. The bottom line is, since Errol Spence represents himself, okay, and speaks about representing himself, and speaks about being his own boss, then we're going to take him at his word and hold him solely accountable for what is not happening. Now, do I know his team never wanted him nowhere near Terence Bud Crawford? Yes, I know that. But since we're going on the surface level, as Errol Spence is the ruler over his career, and he's his own promoter, like he claimed, you guys either want me to hold him to that, or we can all admit here, right now, that he lied to us. And if he just lied to us about this, what else has he lied to us about? Because it's definitely not the first time he has done it. Hell, I've caught him in several lies. So does that mean that we can't trust what Errol Spence says? I think it does. Then it's very safe and clear to say that Errol Spence, along with his advisor, also doesn't want the fight. Because some people are not going to go through the lengths of caring about what's going on with PBC and Paramount and how they need to renegotiate their contract because they need money because the business. Some people don't want to go through all that up and down in the business. Some people just want to turn their TV on, find out who's boxing, and be entertained. They don't want to go through all that. So if we just keep it on the surface level, this is why Errol Spence is called the Duck. This is why he has Duck. This is why it's factual, not rumor, not hearsay. You guys can't shift blame to nobody but Errol Spence and PBC. That's fair. That's reasonable. That's a sound mind. That has nothing to do with the way you guys conduct yourself. Fan of man. Want to blame Terence Crawford. It's his fault that he's here. It's his fault that he hangs out with this guy. It's his fault that he's going to go 10 million. He's going to get 10 million. It's his fault that... Stop that. Let's stop it at this point. The point is, if you was really concerned as a fan, you would say to yourself, as a fan, be that as it may, Errol, I want to see you in the ring with this man. And when he doesn't do it, are you going to hold him responsible?
This will be my last thing. You mentioned Errol Spence. He went on Twitter and said, like, hey, I meant what I meant, which I think he was alluding that he doesn't ever want to fight you because of you know, the prior history. I know you want that fight.
He said after my fight, after my performance earlier this year, okay, they asked him, he just said real short and quick and sweet, Keith Thurman is always a legitimate opponent, period. Period. Point blank, period. That's all he had to say. He's done with that rah-rah, whatever. He knows. If the contract shows up, if the money's good, and then the fight is right, we can make it happen any Saturday night. You know? I mean, we're... Come on. If they're having problems right now. I don't have a fight right now. Come on. You don't think I'm the fall guy? Because I think I'm the fall guy.
Have they told you you're the fall guy? Have they told you?
Huh?
Have they told you you're the fall guy? Like you're the if this fight doesn't happen.
I'm saying I don't have a contract. Where's my contract?
Yeah.
They keep waiting. I'm still waiting. Why? I don't know. I think I'm the fall guy. You know.
Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. So he didn't pack it out.
Unfortunately, Jan, I can't agree with everything he said. I really can't.
Oh, I can.
I mean, I agree with a lot of it, but
to a T. That was to a T.
I understand.
Again, Errol Spence said it was going to pan out that Al Heyman did not mention Terence Bud Crawford. Those lists of names, Errol Spence has fought them all. Now he's fighting Keith, who he said he was never going to fight, Thurman. Shouts out to Bruce Wayne in the building.
Yeah, shout out to Bruce Wayne. That was fire.
No, it was good points
if
made.
you want to blame Bud Crawford and there's no evidence on blaming Bud Crawford, then you're doing yourself
Let me make this argument. All right, let me make this argument. As a fight fan, not a fighter fan, not somebody that's a fan of an individual. As a fight fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've heard me say, and a lot of other channels heard me say, I'm not the biggest Haney fan. In fact, I really dislike him, but I have to show the man the respect because he defended his belt 4 times, and I kept saying the only one that should be fighting Kambosos was Haney because he defended his belt. Why would Kambosos fight Loma? But Loma was going to take that fight. What did Haney do? He took the crumbs to get the belts. That's what you got to do. This is where I put a little bit of the blame on Crawford because an offer was made and he didn't want it. He didn't want that offer for whatever reason it was. He didn't want that offer.
That's not true, though.
And you got
what was the offer, Electro Jet? What was the offer?
That's not true. What was the offer?
What was the
I don't
offer?
even remember what the offer was. I'm so
Okay,
tired
but
of
then
this
you
subject.
can't
Let
speak
me
on something
let
that
me
you don't.
pull up. You know what? I'll pull up receipts.
I'll clarify because therefore this is what I'm saying. People make blanket statements, and here we just deal with facts.
All right, that's fine. I'll pull it up
Okay,
because I know I saw it.
the offer was there was no guarantee. So there was no upfront money. So Bud, so we initially thought that was only for Bud, but no, it turns out that was also for Spence. So what Bud said is, as a free agent, okay, my bad. As a free agent, what we'll do is, if there's no upfront money, I will take. They said we'll give you 35% of the net, of whatever the fight makes. That's what we'll give you 35%. So Bud was like, okay, so I'm going in as kind of like a partnership because I'm a free agent. I'll accept that, but I have to see the books. It has to be transparent. So I know what's happened, what's been accounted for. Then I know what my 35% is going to be. Because, you know, the fight might generate 7 million. So he gets 35% of that 7 million, which is like 10, 14, 21, like 2.5 milli, right? So that's what he would get. But they said, no, you can't. It's not going to be transparent and we're not going to show you. So if somebody's taking the bum end of the deal, coming from getting guaranteed money from Bob Arum at 3 to 4 million every single fight, then because he wants to be undisputed, they've wasted his time for 5 years and given him a bum deal. And they thought he would say no. He said yes to everything. And all he asked was, I won't take a guaranteed sum, but can I just see the books? And they said no. Who says that? For one, there's not many fights that you don't get upfront money. Definitely not of this magnitude. Someone that's 2-time Ring Magazine, 2-time Lineal, undisputed at 140 and undefeated. And he still said, I will take no money up front. And then you turn around and say, he can't look at the books. You tell me, Electrojet. I come from the world of business and music and entertainment. People don't even deal with me like that. So,
no, I get you now. Now all this that you just laid down on me, because I'm not again. I don't give two shits about the business, and I want to see boxing. But here's the thing: is there, from what you said, is that all legitimized? Everything you just said, is that all legitimized and can be?
Bud Crawford came out and said it. Wait, let me speak. Bud Crawford came out and said it, and it was confirmed on Twitter by Errol Spence.
So everything you just said was confirmed by both parties.
I just said that. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, again, I don't know all the particulars. I'm going by everything that we hear off of the different channels.
No,
I see on the Twitter. What I see on Twitter.
You can't listen to different channels. You got to look for what it is. Like before, when I found out about the no guarantee, ESPN the next day came out with a big blast on it. If they know more business than we do. So if I got common sense to know that a zero guarantee and somebody wanting to see the books is a correct way to be in life, you know, ESPN definitely knows. So he got backed up because it's just like Hurricane Carter. They treated this man like he locked up out here and they shutting him out. And that's what they're doing. And they're getting away with it.
The fact is, everything that I said is a fact because it was confirmed. It was stated by the fighter on Instagram Live, Bud Crawford, and then it was backed up by Errol Spence.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not an opinion. It's not an assumption. It's a fact. Yeah.
Right out the horse's mouth. Right out Errol Spence's mouth. He concluded that they was both getting zero guarantee.
Why would that be Bud Crawford's fault that this fight doesn't happen? It's not. That's the whole point. That's why
then I'm gonna have to physically do some research. I hate going through all these.
Yeah, well then you're a bit behind. We did shows on this already. Like Bud did a live on it. We did a show on it last week. Every content creator.
No, I saw that. I saw the Bud. I saw the Bud.
Everybody updated with what Spence followed up 2 days later on Twitter or a day later on Twitter. So if that's because you haven't did your due diligence, doesn't mean that, you know, just because you don't see a bird flying in the sky doesn't mean there's no birds that fly in the sky. It did. You just didn't see it.
You could have seen an ostrich, okay?
No.
They don't fly.
Yeah, there's the link in the chat. Someone asked for the link, so come through. So yeah, so shouts out to Bruce Wayne. Wasn't that a great breakdown? He brought the facts, stats, and data. Anybody that believes that Terence Bud Crawford is ducking, I don't understand where you would get that. I'm not saying you, Electrojed. I don't know where you would get that thought from when it's just right in front of your face. Like, what are we doing here?
And seeing as the fight was never going to happen this year, seeing as they were still in negotiations in October, and even then they if I remember correctly, they were in negotiations for the first quarter of next year. So was he supposed to do nothing this year?
Age him out. They wanted him to do nothing. Then Bud got that, the two offers from the hedge fund, 20 million and a 25 million offer. Bring it to Spence. Spence said no. All money ain't good money, or whatever he came out on Twitter. Bring it to Al Heyman. He said to Al Heyman, we'll sit down with the people. Like, let's all just. Al Heyman said, nobody else ain't doing this fight other than me. Well, you ain't got the 25 million. There's two other companies that would love to put this fight on. They're hedge funders. They don't really care if the fight doesn't generate that money. It's all a load of investors that have got spare money that they can. That's what a hedge fund is. If it makes money and profit for them, kudos. If it doesn't, that money that they can afford to lose that money that they put in.
Exactly.
All roads lead to Doctorious we are.
Well, here's the one thing you said that's wrong. He didn't have the 25 million. He didn't even have a guarantee.
That's what I'm saying.
What, like,
Al Heyman is a shrewd businessman.
So y'all had guarantee money for Ugas, because clearly Ugas was such a household ticket selling name. You had money for Ugas, but y'all ain't even dude. I was thinking they were gonna give him 5-6 mil, and that would be the end of the story. But no, y'all didn't want to give him shit. Y'all didn't even want to give your own boy something. That's ridiculous, man. What, you guys gonna pay him in IOU money? You gonna pay him in goddamn Monopoly bucks?
They see that he was agreeing to the terms, so they had to put the zero guarantee on it.
Ridiculous.
He would say, yeah, they was hoping that the deal was basically, Jed. It's like what Haney's deal kind of, but even Haney got a guarantee. But meaning they just gave him just the shit, the bare minimum, hoping that Haney wouldn't fight Kambosos under those terms and conditions. Then said, you're going to have to be over with us at ESPN. Haney agreed to everything, even to fight twice.
Right, which is why I gave him respect, because he did it.
Yeah, and then Bud Crawford has agreed to everything, and because he agreed to everything and they didn't think he would, they pulled it.
And here's the excuse I've seen people make. When has the fighter ever seen the books? Not counting AJ, mind you. Let's not count AJ because. But here's the thing I'm trying to get at. Bud Crawford is representing himself as his own promotional company.
He's 50% partnership, and it has been done.
It's idiocy. People run. I've seen so many people do these mental gymnastics to try to make this make sense, and it's it's not that complex. You just it's really not that difficult to think about. You making there's this old saying in my country in Ukraine, the more you talk, the less I'm starting to believe you. And the more I hear these people talk about all this, this, he didn't do this and this and this subsect, this and that. It's yeah, I don't believe you because you're full of shit. You've been full of shit for 4.5 years.
4.5 years, nearly 5 years for real. We don't believe you.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
Yeah. It's just right in front of our faces. That's why I just wanted to play that from what he said. If you could see that he said those are the people that Al said he was to fight. This was how long ago was that video?
This was when they pulled this. This was when Crawford pulled up on him in 2018, I think.
2018. Has everything that come to fruition? Tell me. Yes.
Almost to the fullest. Almost to the fullest. With Keith Thurman, it would be totally full.
Yeah. Now we're just on to Thurman. So where is the lie?
My hope is, I'm telling you, my hope is that Stanionis does not take any step aside money, because this will really put Spence on the thing. Is he going to go? Is he going to do his mandatory? Or is he going to drop the belt?
Exactly.
He ain't dropping that belt because he never wants Terence Bud Crawford to be available to try and scoop, another belt.
And another thing I got to point out, a lot of people have been saying Bud has been ducking Virgil Ortiz. First off, Virgil Ortiz has been targeting Spence. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How is he ducking a man who never had his name in his mouth?
They just gotta deflect and get the attention away from Errol Spence. He's the one with all of the belts. He's the one who's not undisputed. He's the one who's not fighting his mandatories. He's gotta basically eventually make the right. He gotta fight Thurman or he gotta fight Stanios. Simple and plain.
Boots is in a position, isn't he, as well? Oh wait, is Boots? No wait, Boots is.
He's petitioned, I think, but I think he's behind Stanios. He's petitioned. I'm gonna go back in the chat, y'all. Great kicking it with y'all, LadyChann, Dudum season.
Have a good one,
God bless.
Look in the.
What's up?
What's good? What's good, Chan? What's up?
Yeah, man, we're hearing what's happening. What would you like to say on this matter? Ridiculous.
I just want to say this, man. It amuses me how people all of a sudden people want to become Twitter detectives. They want to become moralists. They want to do the right thing when it comes to corruption in boxing. Where the money is coming from. I hear a lot of people talking about the $50 million that supposedly Crawford had investors that were fronting the money for the fight. I think from that live, I think Bud may have said a little bit too much about the money and where the money was coming from. And so when the Zone, that boxing show, wanted to press him about who these people were, Bud didn't want to say anything, but he's a man of his word. He's not a guy that is going to tell who's who. He's not going to spill the beans like that. He's not a very forthcoming person, but he is going to give it to you real. I believe the money was real, but the money that was funded by the investors were people that I don't think Heyman wanted to deal with. There's a lot of rumors going around who's Crawford's advisor is. It's an open secret, but I just want to say this. I don't give a shit who it is. Boxing has always been and always will be corrupted. Let's not turn it to moralists when it becomes a fight that we all want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm with it.
Yeah. So you know who's. So does anyone in the panel know who Crawford's advisor is, right?
Well, I don't know for fact. I couldn't say. I know there's rumors.
Sources say.
Yeah, there's rumors.
Sources say. Yeah, but I don't know for fact because I don't know. But
I'll give you a hint. BOK is just another front for MTK. I'll just leave it at that. And from my vantage point, Spence and Heyman did not want to take the blood money, and so we don't have a fight. But hey, let's all put the blame on Crawford, who should be taking this no guarantee money and getting percentages of a profit that is not going to be there.
Right. He's supposed to be able to be transparent. He's coming in as a free agent. He's coming in as 50-50 partnership. This has happened. I think Roy Jones Jr. did this. I think Bernard Hopkins did this. Where they needed transparency in a fight because they became themselves free agents. So this isn't a strange thing. It's not something that's regularly done because most fighters are attached to, promotional companies. But at the end of the day, that's like saying they could make 20 mil on this fight. And because there's no transparency, they could say to Crawford, well, we generated 5 mil. So here's your 35% out of 5 mil. No, it doesn't work like that. That's why the fix is in. That's why people only choose to see what feeds their confirmation.
Right.
Logic.
Virtuoso and LadyChann, let me just say one thing. You see, people are under the expectation that this fight is going to do like 2 million, 3 million pay-per-view buys. The reality is it's only going to do like 500,000 to 600,000, in my honest opinion. So people are on this assumption like there's gonna the back end money, like this percentage is gonna be so great. Realistically, it really is not gonna be that big. But people are on this assumption like, yeah, we the hardcore boxing fans really want to see this fight, but the casual does. Like Spence and Crawford are not household names, man. You go down to any local barbershop in America and see if half of them won't even Spence. Who the fuck is Spence? Who the hell is Crawford?
That's true.
Hey, let me speak on that real quick, Ivo. You make a great point. That's the issue. Well, first of all, here's the thing about it. There's not 3 million casual fans of boxing in America, period. There's just not. So if that ship there, it's like they're running a game plan from 2000. Shoot, do I need to get some Naughty by Nature album or something? Shit, like they're living in the past of not realizing.
King,
for real.
I mean, are people still buying pay-per-views? Like, people are still buying CDs and vinyl. Like,
yeah, the occasional strugger rapper down at your local Walmart.
Because even if you think about music itself or any kind of intellectual property, we're even getting to you talking about literally. Let's bring up Marvel. One of the biggest things that makes so much money. They're on a subscription-based thing. Everything has moved past this. Oh, we're going to get, and then the price going up. You oversaturate us with pay-per-views. There's no pay-per-view fight worth $90 that I can think of at all. And then you want to tell me you're going to get 2 or 3 million people to pay that with two guys that really, like I said, outside hardcores, like hardcore base is even getting smaller. Really, it's only about 200,000 to 300,000 of us. That's their main people. And then we might draw a few, maybe 1 or 2 people outside of it. Like you said, Max, 600,000. 600,000 is a massive success for the fight because that's the damn peak. This is not going to hit 1 million. It's not going to happen. Canelo's having trouble selling his fights, and he's the biggest draw in boxing.
The issue is it's in America. The American pay-per-view market is not high. All of the pay-per-views tend to come from Britain and outside of America. Exactly. Americans are like this is no disrespect to any American, but Americans have this grandiose perspective that everything is based in America, when the reality is a majority of the pay-per-views do not come from America. And these are 2 American fighters. I bet you. I don't know. I cannot speak for the British community. But how many hard Brits actually know who Crawford is or Spence is?
No,
I'll tell you this: they probably know them better than we do.
But probably
exactly.
But we've got more proper fight fans here than you guys. Like we've got remember, Premiership football is the biggest thing, and boxing's one of our sports that's an up there sport for us. It's not the But
that's the point I'm getting at. Like, a majority of the market is in Great Britain. It's in the UK. It's over there. It's not over here.
Yeah. After all, Clarissa Shields had to get a fight there.
Well, it's idiocy. Like, I've heard these arguments being made, and I tend to be quiet on them because it's idiotic to listen to, like, people making these gymnastics, but it's like, you guys are under the assumption this fight is going to like Canelo versus like Floyd Mayweather numbers. It's not going to be that big. Like, first off, today's pay-per-view market is not the market of old. Like, for example, this is dumb because even I was wrong, because like I really thought Wilder versus Helenius would at least do like 300,000 buys. Do you know, like if your guys' quote unquote cash cow can't even break 100K, you guys think these guys who like, no disrespect to the fighter, but their personality is molasses. Like, they don't have a huge like you know what I mean? They're not shit talkers. They're just there.
It's even worse than that though, because the thing that you draw. Look, we all been boxing fans for a long time. The thing that draws you to it was the fight, the attitude, not these Twitter wars and Ryan Garcia's shoes wasn't matching his outfit and all this bullshit. Like,
Devin Haney is stealing Gervonta Davis's clout.
It turns you away from the sport. It's like, yo, what are we talking about? Like, that moment when they're in that hallway talking, that fight should have been made 6 months later. Because that was the peak of all the drama. That was 2 real dudes talking shit in the hallway, and everyone was like, "Whoa, this is it."
Yeah.
And now we've just drawn it out to the point that one of these dudes has been in a bad car accident, the other one's getting older, and it's just like, what are we doing? Like, and then you want to tell me about this being this colossal? I don't, like I said, like you said, 500,000, and that's good nowadays, especially with $90 a fucking fight. That's great.
No, that's going to be
just never be
100
fucking
fight.
$1 million. It will never be 1.5. Though it's not going to happen. I think Canelo just did 500,000, and that's just off the steam of him having.
Yeah, that'll be about $100 fight, $100 pay-per-view, for sure.
Yeah, that thing right there, that's what probably changed the market. That's what had people like just furious and out of spite not pay for any pay-per-view fights, is that $100 shit. I just look at pay-per-view as an exploited commodity in the United States that I don't think it's worth it anymore, in my opinion.
Virtuoso, let me give you a perspective. If the own fighters, Errol Spence won't even support his comrades by buying their pay-per-view but fire sticking it, you expect the majority of people to?
No.
Exactly. So it's like this is it. Like I don't understand. Like I don't have a business major, but I have a major in common sense. So it's like people like don't want to think about this for more than 2 seconds. Everyone is so blinded with vitriol and tribalism that they don't want to take 2 damn seconds to just think about it.
Yeah. Like for instance, I don't think Spence is in any form like scared of Crawford. Neither fighter is scared. It's just their backers are just full of shit. Like
Shut your bitch ass up!
Sorry.
They don't want
Sorry,
they don't want that
hold
fight.
on,
Good,
Pop.
by the way. Let me just
Sorry
sorry,
about
that was accident. Let me just do the super chat. My bad, but that I was floating on the wrong key.
No, it's
Sorry.
it's fitting. It's fitting.
Shouts out to King Ronda Don, Modern King Boxing in the building, and renewing your membership. King Ronda Don, every month your membership keeps renewing. Keep it flowing. Shouts out to you though. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Sorry, go ahead, Virtuoso.
No, it's just that there's a bigger picture thing going on here, man. It's you dealing with a fighter that's just trying to become undisputed, but has to deal with a shady ass fucking advisor / manager who is dealing with a fucking network, 2 networks that aren't like forthcoming, fronting him the money because his content is trash,
Mm-hmm.
and so we don't have any fights.
So you're of the mindset that it's not either fighters. Oh, so look, shouts out Terence Crawford almost sold out. He should sell that out in his hometown. I'm just seeing a report that
It's been since 2016 he had a fight there. That's one of the things he fought with Bob to get those fights. To be honest, like we want to talk about Gates, they should have had like I think a lot of these fighters should have more home fights. I mean, I'm just be honest, a lot of these fight towns aren't real, like Los Angeles is not a fucking fight town. It's just not. Like every time it just feels disastrous whenever you put a fight there. So we don't have Atlantic City. I don't remember last time there'd been a fight in Atlantic City. That was one of the other major hubs for fighting. Las Vegas is, I've been there, bro. It's just not the same. So take this shit to the hometown. He about to fill up that whole damn stadium. And don't get it twisted, y'all. These tickets go from like a couple hundred to several thousand.
$50.
Is it just me, or is Boots Ennis in Philly a lost potential for Showtime? I don't know what they're waiting for.
Me either.
Especially when they built Tank Davis over closer to those type of areas. It's like, but he's not even from there, I don't think. But it's like, why don't you do that? Why? Philadelphia has been starving for a boxer. Philadelphia is a fight town still. It's just they haven't had nobody dominate. I'll give you a good example, and it's not because he's Puerto Rican. It's because he's from Philadelphia. Danny Garcia still puts up good numbers because that's a fight town. If he shows up on your thing, you're going to get a bunch of views on it because they support fighting still there. So Boots Ennis, not to like till you told me that, the sad part, I even know that's where he was from. Like, it's like, what the hell? Every one of his fights, I mean, it's not like he finally, every one of them fights should be at home. I don't give a damn if you say, like, build a fan base.
Exactly.
But it doesn't happen. It's just so sloppy how, like, these dudes, like what's the name said? Fucking Steve Anosa, all these bitches, like, they want to control everything. They don't care about fights. Like, this motherfucker, he look, when I was over talking about the Terence Crawford shit, when he first came out and said he didn't want this fight, and then he backtracked trying to say, oh, well, that should have told us right then and there the fight wasn't going to happen.
When Tim Smith came out and saying, "Oh yeah, we don't want to insult Crawford, but the reality is like people are going to steal this fight." It's like, yeah, it's like, bro, shut the.
They gave excuses after excuse. They listen. They just never wanted the fight. I don't think they see it as that. Look, who's their marquee fighters left on PBC? Deontay Wilder. Mal Charlo, he has been excused by the WBC for he doesn't have to fight. What's the geezer? That's the interim champion at 160. Adames. He's not. All of a sudden, Mauricio Suleiman has told Adames, "You're the interim champion. Mal Charlo's sick. You know, we'll on further review, we'll see how that goes." What a load of bullshit.
Well, LadyChann, there is a reason. There actually came out something. Sources say it's because it's Charlo's time of month.
It's just sources say that it's just bullshit, and sources say that Jamal Charlo needs to. I'm just gonna say it. It's either you just get stripped, mate. You ain't fighting. This is some payola business. How can he be holding up the division? You didn't fight Selecki because your back was pulled. Then your back was reportedly better. The Selecki fight was never rescheduled. Now you've got to fight Adames, and all of a sudden you're ill. Now this is some bullshit, mate. It's some bullshit.
It's this time of the month, man. You know, what can you do?
No, it's just Jamal Crawford is the fucking tin man of boxing. It's just that's what he is. He just ain't got no goddamn heart. And it's like that's why his brother is this miles ahead of him, pissed, ready to go. And so it's like he's a non-factor. I just be honest, I haven't paid him no attention to Jamal Crawford. Jamal fucking whatever the fuck.
Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford. Oh no.
Damn Charlie. Yeah. I'm so used to all this fucking weird stuff, whatever, but he's a non-factor in boxing. He's been a non-factor. When his mark at look, I'm just saying this is why I like Benavidez. He don't give a fuck what you say. He's gonna talk shit about it. He should Charlo should be. I don't give a damn. He should be like Joe Frazier in his deathbed talking shit about fucking Canelo, but he don't do it. You Canelo. It's like, dude, you're more of a fan of Canelo ducking you than everybody else is. So I'm good off you. Whatever.
Name them names, man. Name them names.
There was no names mentioned. And unless he was probed, he got probed and he was like Canelo. So it looks like he's just sitting out for the Canelo fight. Canelo's definitely not going to take that fight, and I hope he doesn't, just to fucking spite him. Because he's been inactive nearly a year and a half. It's been 16, 17 months now.
Well, technically speaking, they're not even in the same weight class as of now. They're technically not in the same weight class because Jamal is technically 160.
He is.
But I don't know how much longer, but
I don't know. He's supposed to move up, and so Mel can move up to 60, and then he can move up to that. That was
if he moves up to 168, it's going to be because he's going to come back out of shape and unmotivated, and he's not going to be able to make the weight.
No. He's going to come back. He's going to move up to 168 to get Canelo, and be like, no.
But LadyChann, let me ask you something. This is what I don't understand about the PBC ideology. Jermall, yeah, whatever. Fuck him. He's not doing shit. But Jermell, he had a great fight this year, and y'all did nothing for the rest of the year with him at all. His next fight is what, Tim Tszyu, right?
Tim Tszyu,
in next year. So you're telling me Tim Tszyu is such a big name that you got to wait an entire year to put him back out there?
No, because that's the philosophy. That's the philosophy of Al Heyman. Reports have clearly shown people were like, "Why is Gary Russell Jr. only fighting once a year?" Because Al Heyman basically was like, "Why take a risk of fighting twice a year when you can basically make around the same money fighting once a year?" If you notice, all the PBC fighters of any kind of yoke slowly stretch out where you see them once a year, and low key, that's what's making them vulnerable because they're not fighting enough and they're not busy enough. Jamel Charlo. He could have bullshit around like him, but he probably would have took that fight in 6 months. He's willing to travel and he's taking these fights. I promise you, right after this, if Fundura's up next, he's gonna take that fight. But like you said, PBC stretching them out. You'll see PBC is going to slowly dissolve, and these guys are going to be out there like that. Like I said, most likely they'll end up at Top Rank because that's going to be the only American like broadcaster really around.
Yeah.
But that's the issue though. They're getting advised not to do it. Well, and this is something else. Somebody made a point earlier talking about where everybody's saying they're the boss and whatever this shit. And no, it's like this, y'all. It's like a record company. Like I like these motherfuckers own labels, but they don't own the distribution. And that's basically you still don't own shit if you don't own the distribution, because it don't matter what kind of music you can come out with. If they don't fucking put it out, then it doesn't get put out. And that's the situation with these fighters. They have control over certain sets. Oh, I can call myself man down promotion. I can use it for tax breaks and all this shit. But in the day, the same mechanism where I got to fight on, they got to prove what I do. They like if they don't say, if Showtime don't say, oh yeah, we'll take that fight. They've been wanting this Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is one of their main fighters. Like when PBC was at its height, Keith Thurman was the man at that time. So he probably still do owe him a fight. I mean, it's just goofy. So they're going back on their same business contracts they have, and it is what it is.
In that same breath, I would put Benavidez up there too. What has he done this year, really? He's fought Lemieux. That's it.
Beat up a poor Lemieux that had no right being at 168, mate.
Exactly. So it's again, I'm not an economy major, man. I'm an endocrinologist. I don't give a shit about the money. But this doesn't look self-sustaining, and from what I've been hearing, sources say it's not self-sustaining. Idiocy, lunacy, man.
Well,
This
they're
guy,
having a fight with
you keep
Showtime.
asking for the link. I've dropped the link, and then people, you don't jump on. Here's the link one more time. There's the link. There you go. Hop on. There's a link that's been on there. But go ahead. Sorry, KK.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. You're good. Well, the thing about it is that Showtime wants to move a lot of there's infighting, because Showtime basically wants to add to their subscription. That's why I said subscription where the money is, and it's basically based on content. So you want to put as much content as you can on there. So Showtime, a lot of these fights that PBC or whoever it is forcing them into being pay-per-views. They want them to be free fights on Showtime. But they're not agreeing. They're making them PBCs pay-per-views because they got some of these guys got certain guarantees. Like I said, that's a travesty that shit did. Wilder did 75,000. I mean, okay. Like I'm not surprised. It's not like it's $90, bro. Like I'm sorry. Like I noticed that you're trying to bring a guy for a comeback fight. I'm keeping it real. Like when you sell way more pay-per-views, if this shit was $20.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Could you easily have gotten the same amount? Could you easily got a couple 100,000? And you're trying to grow it back up so that when you do get the significant fights, if he was to fight Andy Ruiz down the road, they're willing to pay more for those because you've given them something. And that was the original base model for PBC. They used to give free fights all the time. Now it's just the pay-per-view king, and it's it's failing
because you can't pay the fighters. Because here's the thing, I would also like to add, fighters have this inflated sense of worth nowadays. No disrespect to any fighter, but they want everyone wants these you're not, if you know this is not a $5 million fight, why are you asking for $5 million? Honestly, sometimes these and again, I get it. You want the most money you can possibly get, but realistically, not every fight is equal. So, for example, if Wilder wanted for example, if he wanted $7 million. Well, you can't put him on for free because then the company loses money. You can't put it on free because the company will lose money. So, I'm not making excuses, but I can. It's all interconnected. Like the oversaturation is a result of this, which is a result of that, and it's just it's all interconnected.
No,
Shout
the big
God in the building.
A lot of these boxes are definitely worth the money, though.
My bad. I kept asking for the link. I was on my phone. Then I switched to my laptop. So
I didn't even know you. I was like, this guy Lab, whoever is this, the link to the damn chat. What up, Tim?
What's good with it, man? How y'all doing today?
Man, talk to me.
Going down, homie.
You know what's going. Give me your input, because I know your team, Spence. And
I'm really not. I've been team, but I had to go in, man. I had to put a little bit of sauce on them little Errol sexuals yesterday on my channel, man, because they too they out here acting like, you know, no disrespect to the females, but they out here acting like females, bro. They out here acting like bitches, bro. Like, you know, it's like, man, the video come out, bro. Terence Crawford could literally spit on the sidewalk and jaywalk, and they gonna come out with a video about the shit. Oh, Terence Crawford did this. He jaywalking, and you know who was across the street? Errol Spence was on the corner. This and that, and they gonna come up with all this bullshit. This dude come out literally gone out his fucking mind, bro. And they act like this shit don't exist. Oh man, it was a skit. It was a TikTok skit.
What do you think? What do you
How
think?
do you upload? How do you do a TikTok voiceover on Instagram? That was on Instagram.
Post it on Instagram.
I want to know how you do a TikTok skit. Like usually when people do these TikTok skits, you got 1,000 other people doing the same skit. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
the challenge and all that shit. Yeah, exactly.
Who else is doing this challenge? Who else did this challenge that we could go and we could see that? Yeah, man, that was a skit, bro. That wasn't no skit, bro. And y'all obviously don't care about the man because y'all ain't even coming out to the fact like, man, what's going on with bro? We don't like that. I want him to, you know, because he don't look like he in a good position. He don't look like he ready to fight. And
look, I don't know how recent that video is, but it is a cause for concern.
I'm gonna tell you this. We was on my channel yesterday and we pulled it up, bro. That video is recent. Like his girl, like I was talking to Kush on Instagram, and Kush sent me his girl Instagram, and the last picture she posted, look at her hair. That's exact same hairdo she got in that video, and that shit was posted 3 weeks ago.
Oh boy,
that shit recent, bro. That shit not no old that video.
So what do you think it could be? Like, you think it's a benzo? Because you know he has been in a car accident. He has to take pain.
Just drink.
Hey, I ain't gonna. I don't think it's drink. You know, I was bullshitting. I was joking. I said he on fentanyl. You know, but bro, it's some pills. That's like, dude, whole lamp. She can't even lift up his arm. You got somebody grabbing your
I
head.
have a brother that be doing that, man, and I gotta say, man, it's a problem. It's definitely a problem, man.
Is it pills with alcohol then?
He might like mixing it. He might like mixing the drink, you know. But
yeah, he is the big fish, and he does drink like one.
Shouts out to David in the building. El edificio, ya tú sabes. Yeah, now. What up, you?
You talking about things tonight?
EJ was good.
Yeah, we're talking about what we saw. Did you see it?
Yo, it sounds like the audio's echoing.
That's you, my dear.
Yeah, because you sound like you're in a submarine.
No, it sounds well. I lost my voice over the week, but right.
We can hear
anyway,
you.
we talking about. It sounds like we're talking about the video that came up with Errol Spence.
Senora Bonchinchosa.
Yeah. Errol Spence, I noticed for somebody that drinks and puts stuff into his body, he has a lot of stamina when he fights. Like, he must train very hard because the guy, he drinks, parties, but man, he got a gas tank.
But every time you do that, you fuck up that gas tank just a little bit each time.
It takes its toll on you.
Yeah, it does. It takes its toll on you. I'm suffering for shit that I did in the 80s. Trust me.
Hey, if it don't take that long for it to catch up, EJ might be good.
Also, they don't fight it often enough. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand, like, we be thinking these guys getting aged out. Most fighters, you know, at this age, when they're 32, they have 40. Some of these dudes ain't even over 30 fights. So they're able to extend themselves. So the damage they're doing, like you said, he got good stamina, but shit, you only need stamina once a year. Go get that nutritionist like he did last time. That shit was gonna happen is when these guys retire, he gonna have liver, you know, that's when the medical issues are gonna come in.
Everything's dead, limp, dead. I don't even know how you manage to make kids, mate, because you're just dead out here. Yeah, them type of man, they're like, there's no point having them about because they can't help you out in life, physically, mentally, or emotionally.
The best I can do is give him one of my slum places to live at. With you know, I got a couple of trailers he can stay at. It'll be cheaper. This way he can spend more on drugs and alcohol, and maybe not. No, I'm just fucking with you. That's more towards Q, because Q keeps fucking with me about my house.
But besides Errol Spence's alcohol addiction, besides his alcohol.
Go ahead, Dave.
So besides his alcohol addiction, Errol Spence has the opportunity to go down as one of the greatest welterweights of all time because besides Terence Crawford and Keith Thurman, he's basically fought and beaten almost everybody in his era. You know, he already fought Danny Garcia. He beat Sean Porter. He beat who else? He beat Kell Brook. He has a very good resume. And I had a debate with somebody about this because we was talking about the pound for pound list. And me personally, I have him at number 4, you know, despite the fact that we have so many pound for pounds. Despite we have so many undisputeds. To me, resume is more important than belts. And based on resume, based on the length of time that he's been champion, I have Errol Spence at number 4 ahead of everybody else outside of Crawford, Canelo, and Usyk.
He ain't on my pound list. He's never been anywhere else. He's a career welterweight.
I can't put him past Jermell, and yeah, we was talking about that the other day. Somebody that stay at the weight class the whole time, and yeah, I do understand that on the pound for pound list.
How do you gauge your pound for pound list on what? Let me ask you a question. What do you gauge pound for pound on what? Each and every one of you.
Multi-weight division champ. The level of competition who you've beaten as well, like how many champs that you've at least beaten. Yeah, that's what I've gauged it. And belts do matter because without a belt, you can't be a champ.
Okay, what about you?
I don't put heavyweights on my pound for pound list, either. So that's not
Yeah, you put him ahead of Inoue.
Q the God, right? That's your name.
Yeah, I put I look at performance, competition, longevity as a champion, resume too.
A degree.
And yeah, like the thing with the weights, like I understand it, but me, if you undisputed with the ring title, then you know I kind of see it different. Like I do like you got Josh Taylor. He was on my top 5. I only do 5 though. I don't do more than 5. So Josh Taylor was on mine, and he was only in that one weight class. I do got Jermell on there, and those probably the only 2 that I had. You know, I don't got Earl on my top 5. So
all right, with me, this is how I go by. I go by accolades, right? Which is what you accomplish, what belts, divisions. I go by resume. I go by skill set. I go by level of domination, how you beating these guys, and then I'm going by longevity, how long you've been a champion, and how long you've been on top. And for me, Errol Spence checks out all of those boxes. And let's not forget Marvin Hagler was number 1 pound for pound at one point, and he was also an undisputed champion in one division.
Yeah, I know.
Now Spence is not undisputed, but he is a 3-division champion. For the most part, he's being the best fighters in his division. For the most part, with the exception.
I got Arlette on the line. Arlette, hang on. We've got Arlette and the builders in again. What up, though, Arlette?
Listening to that David guy just talk, and I was laughing, so I had to
come through. One talk, Queen.
So he has Errol Spence as number 4. How?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard his excuse, so he don't have to repeat it again. I just thought it was just funny.
Yeah, I think
Go on, David. You want
All right, somebody said Charlo, right? My thing with Charlo, yes, he's undisputed.
No.
But-
She wants to know why you've got Errol Spence at number 4. The caller.
No, the reason why.
I mean, I
echoing so much in your
already heard what he said. I just thought it was funny. I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to hear what he has to say because it's like, I mean, how about the people that actually had made like undisputed?
Who they beat? Who did they beat? Who did they beat? Who did they beat?
Who did Errol beat? You can say the same thing about Errol. Who did Errol beat?
Errol Spence beat. Okay, I could give you his resume right now. I could
Earl
give you his resume.
Earl never beat a number 2 guy. Earl has never.
His division. Hold on.
I'm telling you, I'm calling and I'm telling you, you spoke and you sound like an Errol sexual. Everybody
No,
that Errol beat,
I'm not a Spence fan, just so you know.
everybody that Errol beat except for Usyk. I mean, not Usyk. I'm sorry. The ball-headed guy that he just beat earlier this year, Keith Thurman beat, and that guy that
Who Keith Thurman beat?
He lost like 6 times. So who did he beat that was so quality? Who that he taken except for a guy, Mikey Garcia, that just went up 2 divisions to fight him for a straight, you know, you knew Errol was going to win that fight. Errol
Let
did
me
not.
know. I'm going to break that Mikey Garcia thing down for you right now.
147.
I'm going to break that.
I'm not finished. He had a chance to fight Keith Thurman a while ago. And like this thing with to me, I'm just not impressed with him. I'm just not impressed with him. He hasn't done anything to top 4. If you want to put him as top 10, I could be like, okay, whatever. But top 4, come on. Top 4. How about that's just nah.
It's biased. You know, when you got a pound for pound, that's always going to be biased. So you know, it's up to each individual. But I can't sit here and legitimately listen to Errol Spence is in the top 4 when because of his accolades in one weight class, where you got Terence Bud Crawford, who's multiple weight classes.
I'm not knocking Bud Crawford.
Wait, hold on a second. Undisputed, all right. Beat the same people that Spence has beat and did it better.
I have Crawford ahead of him. I'm not talking about Crawford. Let me cook real quick.
Canelo is ahead of him. Usyk is ahead of him. Josh Taylor is ahead of him.
Josh Taylor, hell no. Josh Taylor's not even on the list.
Ahead of him.
No way. I'll wait till you finish.
All
right. Can I say something now?
Out of the lighterweight, and Weenie's ahead of him. It's like, come on. I can go on a lot just because I think the thing with Errol Sexual is that his name is being brought up so much, but he's not top. I mean, he hasn't beaten anyone that's in the top 10 for me to even say he's in the top 4 pound for pound. Who did he beat that was in the top 10?
All right, can I go? Let me know. All right, let me talk. For one,
a 147-pound fighter. He has never fought at any weight. He's been in 13 years as a 147-pound fighter. At least Bud went to 135, 140, 147, and now he's trying to go to one. What did Errol do that was so spectacular that you can put him as number 4? Just think about that, everybody that's listening. What did he do that was so special that he can go about all these other fighters that he'll be so that he can grasp everybody else's out? I just can't. I can't.
Okay, for one, I'm not an Errol Spence fan. That's one. My guys personally at 147 are Danny Garcia, Terence Crawford, and Jerron Boots Ennis. But I'm not a fanboy. I call it how I see it.
Danny
Terrence,
Garcia
wait a minute. Let me go. You cooked it up. Now, as far as Errol Spence's win over Danny Garcia, we're not gonna do that knocking fighters because wait, hear me out. If Aaron Pryor gets credit for beating Alexis Arguello, who was 2 divisions smaller, who moved up all the way from featherweight, he was a pound for pound fighter. We're gonna give Errol Spence credit for beating Mikey Garcia because Mikey Garcia, 2 fights prior to that, was only 1 division smaller. Up to that point, Mikey Garcia was destroying everybody.
smaller. 2 divisions smaller.
Let me cook. So we're not going to diminish Mikey Garcia. We're not going to diminish that. We're not going to diminish that.
From 135 to 147.
We're not going to diminish that. We're going to diminish that. Lomachenko gets praised for beating Rigondeaux, right? Bivol gets praised for beating Canelo, right?
Oh my
And he
God.
didn't just beat. And he didn't just beat somebody that was smaller. He beat somebody that was clearly the best fighter in those divisions. That's one. That's a pound for pound fighter.
I have to shut the door because my daughter's hearing me in the other room. You are talking crazy. You are comparing Bivol win over Canelo to Spence win over Mikey. Are you bugging?
Okay. Well, besides Terence Crawford, because for me, pound for pound, number one. Pound for pound, number one is Terence Crawford, right? Number 2 is Usyk. Number 3 is Canelo. Number 4 is Errol Spence Jr. And there's nobody else on that list that's done better than Errol Spence Jr. Name him. Charlo lost to a B-level fighter. Okay, that's one. He's not undefeated. Devin Haney just became a champion. Shakur Stevenson just started. Bivol just got on the list. Beterbiev just got on the list. Nobody on that. Louis never fought nobody. So once again, besides the
Anthony Joshua, he was undisputed. How was the
Well,
guy?
you're not listening. I never said Usyk wasn't on the list. I got Usyk ahead of Spence. You wasn't listening. I said number 1 is Crawford, Usyk, Canelo, and then Spence. Name me somebody else besides that goes over Spence. Let me hear this.
No, you don't. You don't know how to count. You just said I couldn't repeat everything you just said, you dummy.
I see you emotional. I see you emotional right now. I'm not calling you names.
Usyk, when I just mentioned
I think you must be drinking what Errol Spence was drinking.
You don't even know. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. It sounds like you a Crawford fan. Let me ask you a question. What's your list? What's your top 10 list? That's what I want to hear.
It sounds like you said you were in that Errol Spence video.
I know.
It'll be different. It'll be Earl had that Ring Magazine belt, meaning he's never fought person ranked number 1 or number 2. He's never fought the next best guy. Every guy he fought was either 3 or on down. Even when he fought Ugas, who just beat Manny Pacquiao, he wasn't ranked, 1 or 2 in the Ring Magazine. He's sitting there, the Ring Magazine still vacant. It's up for grabs. There's no lineal. You know what I mean? So you can't even call him the man of that division. You could say he the unified champ. That's for sure. He do got 3.
That's what I said. I never say he was undisputed.
But nobody.
I got.
And that's why.
Hold on, real quick. Let me bring a little.
That's why
let's
nobody
change the pace up real quick. Hold on.
Celebrated like that. It's cool. Danny already lost. Sean already lost. Mikey was undefeated. But yeah, he beat Robert Easter. You know what I mean? Who else? Limpy Yates, who was 13-0. You know what I mean?
If you don't mind me asking, what's your top 10 or your top 10 pound for pound list, top to bottom? I want to hear that.
I don't do top 10. I don't do top 10. I do 5. But my top 5.
What's the top 5?
Top 5 is this. I got Crawford. You know what I mean? I got Usyk. I got Inoue. I got Jermell Charlo. And you know what I mean right now.
I don't do
I ain't got you.
Let me ask you another question. What's the best division in boxing besides 135? To you, the guy. What's the best division besides 135? To you.
Ken, I gotta get going, but I just gotta get something in here. I gotta get something in here. Listen, you said something. You
Well,
said
make
something
it quick because they're
the
having a conversation, so you either have to finish like if you know you can't just interject to then to say you got you want to finish something. They're just in the flow, so you're gonna have to either wait till
Okay,
they
no,
finish.
I'll stick it out.
Q.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Q.
Go ahead.
All right. Can we all agree that at 147 for many years?
154 is the best weight division.
Okay, that's a good debate. But for the most part, everybody knows that 147 has mostly been the glamour division in years.
Yeah.
Now, out of all the welterweights, I'm not saying that Spence is undisputed. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying in the best division in boxing, one of them, which is 147, Errol Spence has beaten most of the best guys there, opposed to beating everybody in a division like where Inui's at. Can you name three Hall of Famers or three good fighters that Inui fought? I can't put Inui ahead of Spence. I can't.
What Hall of Famer Spence fought?
Spence for?
Future Hall of Famers? Okay.
I know you're
Mikey
going to say
Garcia's going to be a Hall of Famer. No, chill.
Ain't none of them better than Nonito Donaire. None of them better than Nonito Donaire.
Okay, but he beat.
Donaire's a legit Hall of Famer, bro.
Good point.
But Donaire was 40 years old.
Yeah, so
Come
he
on,
beat
keep it a buck.
Inui went life and death with an old Nonito Donaire who got destroyed in his
Now
prime.
you've got
Not
my nerves.
breathing
Now
down.
you're going to be muted because, for one, you're muted. You're not going to tell me to chill on my own show. It's my channel. So and then try and move on and conduct the show. It's my show. So answer the question of what I've asked and don't be rude. Otherwise, you can get off. Yeah, I don't care. You don't tell me to chill, Shan. So go ahead. What Hall of Famers has Errol Spence beat?
Future Hall of Famers.
Whatever.
Okay, future Mikey Garcia. Sean Porter. Possibly Danny Garcia. Possibly three. Possibly.
All right, that's all right. Go
Danny
ahead.
ain't getting in. I'm sorry.
Them not
What if I
first.
told you none of them are Hall of Famers?
Them not first ballot Hall of Famers, son. You know.
Danny
Had he fought Pacquiao, yeah, Pacquiao could have been that Hall of Famer on this wrestling.
Future Will, so hold on.
But he didn't.
Let me say this, y'all. At the end of the day, the problem is that with this situation has been created by Errol's inactivity or whatever. That's the one of the contributing factors. We're sitting here having an argument about a situation where everybody's right, but everybody's wrong. Like, he doesn't have no Hall of Fame. Like, Future, maybe, we don't know yet. The thing about it is, because the Crawford fight didn't happen, we're still always going to have this debate. But like I said, in the day, until these guys fight, it is what it is. I don't care. Like, everybody knows how I feel. Jamal Charles, to me, is number one. He's fought everybody. Him losing to a champion, we can't sit there and discount him, because that's what happens when you actually take challenges. And then on top of that, he fights all his mandatories get the smoke. It don't matter. So I can't honestly put, and here's the other thing, the other situation, because the divisions are so close.
Tony Harrison won the
If
champion.
they both were fighting each other, if I feel like right now, if Errol Spence went to fight Jamal Charlo, he loses. So that's what it comes down to. I feel like you need to think about, if these guys were all the same size and you matched them up, who would win? And there's probably some guy that you could bring up that's like 30-0 somewhere fighting nobodies, and you could be like, oh, look how great his record is and all that crap. But at the end of the day, if you don't complete the picture in your division, then you can't sit there and say that you're in a position like at the end of the day, how we feel about Crawford. He completed that at 140. Charlo completed that. Canelo's completed that. The reason why Bivol jumps into that line is because Canelo, after completed that, attempted to do something else and got beat by that guy. So you got to say he's better than him. And if that guy's number one, then he has to be on the list. Bivol has to be on there. But in the day, if I took Errol Spence and made Bivol and him the same size, I think Bivol would beat Errol Spence.
That's not true.
Well, okay. Can I ask you something?
Who is that?
What's
Wait
up?
a minute. Who is that brother that was just talking? Who is that?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second.
No. Let finish.
Okay.
Who is that was just talking? Who is that was just talking? Because I agree.
King.
Yeah,
I agree with that. What everything he just said, I agree 100%. And to David, I'm so sorry for calling you like stupid, but what you just said just triggered me before, but I had no right to call you stupid over your opinion. I just don't. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Your apology is accepted. I accept your apology.
But I really do not like. I still don't. Errol Spence has not even beat. If Terence Craig, if he beats Terence Crawford, no excuses. I will put him in top 5. But there's no way I can just sit here and say that he's over Usyk, he's over Canelo, he's over Crawford, he's over Charlo, he's over anybody, Taylor, he's over
Josh Taylor.
I mean, all these other fighters, Devin Haney. I can't.
Devin Haney. Oh my gosh.
At least they just no, but you can say what you want to say about Devin Haney, who he beat, but he is undisputed. Errol Spence has not been undisputed, and it doesn't matter how you look at it. Everybody he did fought has lost against someone. So nothing he did that was special to make him ahead of all of those guys. If you want to make him top 10, like on the bottom half, then I won't have an argument. But there's no way. Even the guy that just beat Canelo, I mean, he's over Errol Spence. But I mean, it's no way he's higher than those guys. I mean, and I'm not even a hater like that, even though I do hate Spence. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Well, so that's why I retired my pound for pound list, because it's just too subjective. There's no proper criteria. It's whatever. I could argue with everybody that's just said what they've just said, but I can't be bothered because I've been there and done that. I ain't got time because it's bollocks. It makes no sense. People just put their favorite fighters on there. They put heavyweight.
I have a question.
People from the same that's been in one weight. Sorry, guy. I was going to let AJ go, Virtuoso, and then you can go.
No, just real quick. Is Kell Brook a Hall of Famer?
No.
No.
He should be for fighting Golovkin.
No. He's no. You're not your Hall of Famer. No. Right. Go ahead, AJ.
Oh no, I just wanted to ask KLK. When you said he fights his mandatories, were you talking about Spence?
No, I was talking about Charlo.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify. Okay.
Yeah, well, like I said, I have Charlo. The reason, like I said, reigning, because of all the guys that we know that got it undisputed, and Haney's about to be in that category because he's about to defend his titles as well. Like I said, people want like you said, the Tony Harris loss. I understand, but Tony Harris's main problem is his chin. Other than that, he's a elite level boxer. He just has a bad chin, and it is what it is. That's the part of the boxing game, and he gets knocked out. But against a guy like that, I don't see no harm, no foul, because we've seen people lose against guys like that we call Hall of Famers. So being undefeated to me is cool and all, but how did you do that? Like, did you let's keep it a buck. So I just don't see, like I said, between like how we describing situations. The problem is you having a pound per pound list that has people in the same weight division on it together. That's crazy. Like you can't have there's no way in the hell that you got somebody who's at the same weight as me on the pound per pound list with me.
You can't.
Like what the hell? Like that means right there's a dispute not only in your division.
Yeah.
We don't know who the fuck is the best.
Number one. Yeah, bollocks. Okay. You can't have Spence and Crawford on your pound for pound list. How?
I could based on
you could do what you want, but I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, though. Does it make sense? But go on.
Spence I got Spence there based on who he's beating. I have Crawford there based on his accolades, based on the fact that he's a multiple division champion. Crawford was undisputed. But when it comes to resume, I gotta give Spence not ahead of him on the pound for pound list, but he's done enough to be top 4, in my opinion. Now to reiterate what the young lady said earlier, she said that if Spence beats Crawford, she'll put him on the top 5. If Spence beats Crawford, to me, I'm putting him number one because that will make him the best undisputed out of every undisputed in boxing. If Spence beats the winner of that fight, period, is automatically number one. I have Crawford number one right now. It's flip flop between him and Usyk. But if Spence beats Crawford, no, forget about top five. Spence is number one pound for pound in one division champion. Number one pound for pound because he will have the most impressive pound for pound out of everybody. The only one that will be near that level will be Charlos and when Josh Taylor was champion. Every other pound for pound champion in boxing has not beaten every single champion on the level. And once again, I know you guys are always knocking Danny Garcia, but Errol Spence was the first fighter to convincingly beat Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia moved up for 140. Keith Thurman barely beat him. He got his arm broken in that fight and put on the sideline for 2 years. Sean Porter barely won that fight. Errol Spence dominated Danny Garcia. That's impressive, you know.
Mauricio Herrera convincingly beat Danny Garcia, and he got gifted. What's his name? What's the guy
Lamont
name?
Peterson.
Brother?
Lamont Peterson.
Yeah, him convincingly beat Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia was gifted. Danny Garcia is, man, come on. I don't even want to go to that. An elite fighter. He's not an elite fighter. Danny Garcia is a good fighter, but he's not elite, and he's not an all-time great, and he sure hell is not a Hall of Famer. Whatever.
He's better than Arturo Gatti. He's better than Arturo Gatti, and the Gotti made the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Arturo Gatti had. He's not even in
Arturo Gatti
trilogy. Mickey Ward
got the Hall of Fame because
Mickey Ward was a C-level fighter, never became a champion.
He wasn't Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
if Arturo Gatti was still alive, he would not be a Hall of Fame fighter. He would not be a Hall of Fame fighter. They gave it to him because the guy passed away.
They didn't give it to Diego Corrales.
All due respect to the dead, because how come Mickey Ward didn't get it? So you have
Mickey Ward never became a champion, though.
That's the difference. Danny Garcia is not an all-time great. Danny Garcia, I know, please, he's not an all-time great. He's a very good fighter, but he's not an all-time great.
He's good. He's decent.
He's good.
He's a B plus at most.
I mean, his best wins was at junior welterweight, and that was like a decade ago.
Yeah, he's
let's not act that half of the people that's on 154 right now will beat Danny Garcia.
They'll all watch Danny.
Yeah, I believe you. I agree with you on that. Shannon, I agree with you on that.
Danny Garcia was that great. People beat everybody at 154, and you know at least 10 fighters that at 154, including old ass what's the guy that got robbed against Canelo? Laura could beat Danny Garcia at 45 years
Laura's at 160 now, I think, though.
Oh, really? Well, he'll still be young. I'm just saying, Danny Garcia, he's like a B- fighter.
Hey, Hurd still gives Danny Garcia a tough fight at 150.
That'd be a good fight, actually. That'd be a good fight because Hurd was standing right there in the wheelhouse.
Thank you. Caller. No, they've anyway, shouts out to Arlen.
Now, can we agree, Shan? Can we agree that just because you're in the Hall of Fame doesn't make you an all-time great? There's different levels.
No, they're different with all-time great in the Hall of Fame.
I never said it.
Yeah. Some people.
I never said it was all-time great. So.
Yeah, I know. Some people are both. Some people are just
Yeah.
in the Fame and ATG.
Shan, that's what I was saying, Shane. That's what I was saying. I believe Danny goes into the Hall of Fame based on what he did at 140. Tim Bradley went to the Hall of Fame, right? Yeah, hell of a fighter, a hell of a junior welterweight. But I don't put him as an all-time great. All-time great is Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, Floyd, Canelo, Pacquiao. Danny is not on those guys' levels, but he makes Hall of Fame. To me, he makes. And the young lady said that Gotti made it because he died. Diego Corrales, to my knowledge, didn't make it to the Hall of Fame.
No, should have.
And Diego Corrales is better than Gotti.
Exactly. He got better wins, bro.
Way
He
better
got
wins.
Yeah,
That
man.
win over Freitas is very underrated, but that was a significant win at that time.
Yeah, man. He
Very
knocked out.
significant.
He knocked out the guy that beat Gotti.
He was before Floyd gave him that fight and mashed him up. He was the man in that division. Like there was
was
4
the
guys in
favorite.
that division. He was the most feared, and Floyd took
He
the
was the
challenge and
favorite.
beat him.
He was the favorite going into that fight.
Yeah, him stopping Corrales in that first fight is one of the best fights I've ever seen. One of the
Me
best
too.
fights in history.
He dropped him like what 6 times. That was
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. And
Yeah.
before that, he knocked out Angel Manfredi. And
Yep.
Manfredi whipped out Gotti. He knocked out Robert. He also knocked out Robert Garcia. He knocked out Angel Manfredi. Going into that fight, Corrales was the actual favorite. So why Diego Corrales doesn't go to the Hall of Fame, but Arturo Gotti does? And I'm not knocking Gotti because I like Gotti, but I'm just being real. Danny Garcia had a better career than Arturo Gotti.
Sorry, calling. What up, caller? I'm calling you back. Who's this?
Hey, Shan.
Hi, Bold in the building. What up? What's up? Yeah, because you couldn't get through on your Wi-Fi was tripping, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. It just kept ringing. This is Rick Ricardo.
Oh, it's Rick.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, shame you sound
Yes,
like Bold.
ma'am.
What up, Ricky? Mi hermano.
It's all good.
¿Cómo estás?
It's all good.
You okay?
I
¿Todo
just
bien?
I just wanted to chime in real quick. I just caught like the last 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to speak. You guys are on pound for pound, and then I'll go ahead and check out. But overall, there's a consensus, right? We all know what a consensus is. So a consensus is a majority who all are in the same mindset or agree. For example, we would all agree Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, what have you. They're A-list actors. We know who they are. That's a consensus. So when you're doing pound for pound, this is my opinion. To me, I don't put too much stock in pound for pound because it's subjective, as most of us agree. So my pound for pound comes from, if I was to do it, daring to be great. That's my criteria. Is what would I expect from a fighter who's daring to be great? So number one is dominance of division, caliber of opposition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Activity, that's huge. And then of course, career defining fights. These are that's that other guy or that other two people in your division.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, you have to have a criteria. So being that there's a consensus, meaning the group overall in the boxing world can agree or not agree. There's always going to be a minority that doesn't agree that somebody should be at a certain level. And that's fine. We're all entitled to our opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that's just my thoughts, Shan. So I just wanted to just chime in on that because I haven't chimed in a while, so I just wanted to chime in. I caught some of it.
Can I get your thoughts on the Errol Spence situation with the TikTok thing? Do you think it was a sketch?
No, I haven't really followed too much on it. I know that either his girlfriend or some girl he's messing with recorded him and he was inebriated or on drugs. Not a good look, bad optics. I get it. But I don't know the full context as to what took place.
Yeah. Okay. So you ain't seen it. Yeah. Well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a bit crazy. It's been making breaking news, mate, because of
Yeah, and I did catch some of that. Like I said, that's pretty much all I know.
Yeah.
So I know he's fighting Thurman. That's not a surprise to me. WBC. Heyman and Suleiman, they rub shoulders. They're good guys, smoking cigars. Hey, we'll go ahead and put Thurman on there. Number one, when he fought Barrios, I don't know how the fuck that happened, but either way, this is what we got. The only thing I would say with the Thurman or the Spence and Thurman fight is that Spence has to be careful with that eye. So
yeah,
Thurman can still crack, but I got Spence in that one.
You got,
and that's my call, guys.
Yeah, Spence in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, muy interesante.
60-40 favorites.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one.
Thank you so much, Ricky.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good one.
And you as well, babe. Bye.
Okay.
Go ahead, guys. AJ, got anything to say? AJ, I'll do. No?
Drop the ball.
I don't know where everybody
He
is.
might have stepped away.
Yeah, maybe AJ stepped away. Yeah, it's on mute. Okay. Oh, maybe hang on. Top 10. I was just seeing what was saying in the private chat. Anybody want to chime in? Because I'm gonna be wrapping it up. I've got a members only live in I had to just pull it back because this ran over.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll bounce. After all, StreamYard, it does burn up my phone, and my battery's really low. So I want to thank you for putting me on, man.
Oh, you're
Salute to the
welcome.
chat, salute to the panel. Good chatting up with you guys.
All day. You most welcome, Virtuoso in the booth. Shouts out to you.
I would like to thank Al Heyman for this great live. I wouldn't have happened without him. God bless Al Heyman. Got to thank him before I thank everyone else.
Al Heyman. Yeah, well, we got the members only live anyway, haven't we?
Yeah, we do.
I had to put it back a little bit. I need to just quickly eat a bit of food because I haven't eaten any, and it is 1 a.m. in the morning.
Well, likewise.
And then we'll be back onto the live to do what you got to do. We're going to start off with your thing, and then what the chat has voted for is let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. So the members, that's what they've talked. That's what they voted for. That's what we're going to talk about. If you want to join the members, we have some sick members only lives. For a price of a Happy Meal a month. The Shannaholics, we rock out. We have a lot of fun at the members only. So so click on the link, go on the front of the page, click join, and all access shall be revealed. It's not a bad place to be, isn't it? What up, Lance? What up, Dal? Rahman, what up, Dal? Yeah, so guys on the panel, is there anything that you guys would lastly like to say? David, Q the God, AJ All Day, KOK, Bars. What up, LadyChann? or shall we just see the last bit of Spence's bullshit? Yeah, I think actually, let me have a look. Let's just have
pull
a.
it up.
Oh, we got Arlette back in the booth. Arlette, what up, Joe? Oh, hang on. Sorry. You're not on the roadcaster. What up, Arlette? Arlette?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say something about David with that Danny Garcia thing. He may not be all-time great, but he's Hall of Famer. But you can say the same thing about Oscar De La Hoya. But I have a question. Who you think is a better Hall of Famer, Oscar De La Hoya or Danny Garcia? I just want to see how hard he's going to fanboy with this answer, though.
You're muted, David. Unmute. No, let me unmute you.
No competition. Unmute. Hold on. Why is it mute?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I unmuted you.
Right. To answer your question, there's no comparison. Oscar De La Hoya to me is an all-time great. Oscar De La Hoya is an all-time great. Oscar De La Hoya fought and beat way better people than what Danny did. If you matched them head to head on a mythical head to head, Oscar De La Hoya would destroy Danny Garcia, and Oscar De La Hoya fought in a different era. So I would not even compare those two at all. No way.
Do you know why I compare those two and why I asked you that question?
Sure, tell me.
Because Danny Garcia lost a lot of his important fights, and so did Oscar. But the only difference is that Oscar level of competition was way, 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 way above Danny and Errol Spence put together. And I think you guys are like the reason why I was disputing more of that Errol thing, because I don't think Errol did anything special. Errol, like I said, you can have him as number 3 or number 4 out of the top 10 fighters of pound for pound today, but he did not do anything. That just goes to show you, if Errol Spence is number 4 on someone's pound for pound of today,
You still there? Because my headset's a little sketchy. Are you still there?
Sorry, yeah, that was my bad.
I just don't, no disrespect, but it just goes to show you. It makes me wonder if someone actually think Errol Spence is like number 4 out of all the boxers in the world today. It's just to show our boxing is in a low place today.
Well, as sad as that sounds, and as true as it is true though, boxing is not what it used to be. So with that being said, based on the level of what boxing is at right now, I have him at number 4. And to get back to Oscar De La Hoya, I still would not compare his situation with Danny, because even though Oscar De La Hoya did lose a lot of his big fights, he also won a lot of his big fights too. Mel Whitaker, Ike Corte, Fernando Vargas, Julio Cesar Chavez, Rafael Ruelas, Janero Hernandez. I could go on and on.
Fighters that you mentioned it, Pernell Whitaker, Manny Pacquiao, all of these fighters that you're mentioning that they lost, they shit over Errol Spence.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But it's the same. I mean, but I'm just telling you, like the only reason why, and all those guys had losses. When I heard you said that Errol Spence, you have to rate him because he had that sounds like some Floyd Mayweather mentality type thing, because he had still, it's not the 0, it's who you beat. And he did not beat anyone that haven't had it a loss already. And whether you want to say that, oh well, he beat Danny convincingly more than anyone, but that's not true. I've seen Danny got schooled way before Errol Spence even had him. I mean,
okay.
And to be honest with you, I've seen 2 fighters that really school school Danny Garcia, and to be honest, I mean, even Amir Khan, I mean, he was marvelous against Danny Garcia until he got chinned. But I'm just telling you, well, it doesn't matter because Danny still won because he got the But I'm just telling you, Danny's not a technically gifted fighter. He's not a career. He's not a talented all-time great or even Hall of Famer, and I still don't think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. If he does, then that's good.
Won't be
but
first
he has
ballot
for me to say that. Sorry, Shan.
Yeah, it won't be first ballot. I don't think if he does get in there.
Wait, what's that guy named that beat what's his name? Fredis, Fretez, F-R-E-T. I forgot his first name. He fought at a lightweight.
I don't know.
So you said Fretez.
No, yes, him.
What weight was he?
He wasn't a first. There's a lot of fighters that wasn't first ballot. Even Nassim Hamed, now first ballot Hall of Famer. But all of them even is better than Danny Garcia. I mean, if you really know why.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on Nassim Hamed. I'm not debating that. You know, my only debate
for today. He's good for today's time. He's
today.
Good. He's beat for today's time, which is not saying much.
It was a good comeback fight for Spence.
And the key word you said was today. The key word was today. So when I say that Errol Spence is top 4,
that's it. That's what he likes. That's why I don't argue with people's things. It's subjective. Everybody can have their pound for pound how they want, and that's just it. But yeah, I'm wrapping up the show. A bitch is hungry, and I've got another live to do. So,
ladies, have a great night. Everybody have a good night.
I'm gonna just play, what I'm going.
Have a good night, sir, and sorry
you
for
too. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Listen, I apologize to you too, and I apologize, Shan. My headphones are a little sketchy, so
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. I'm going to play this so we can have another look at Errol Spence looking like failing in life. And, you know, that's what we do. He's failing in life, isn't he? So here we go.
Failing in life, failing in love.
I'm tired. So yeah, it's just been so hard. I take full responsibility. I mean, he was cheating on me, so I did running over my car, but we would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai, baby?
Jen, can we do a numbers? Can we do a numbers for that cake? Because people want to bag on.
I'm gonna just leave that right there. Let y'all react.
Go ahead.
People want to talk. People want to talk crap about Bud's wife, that she's fat and all of that stuff. But I'd rather. Well, I'm not a man, but I would rather have a ride or die chick that's been with me since I had nothing, and that keeps our business private than this person that, or whatever this chick is that Errol Spence is with now.
Right.
She had a baby with him after a few months of dating, and she was cheating on him since when he was with his daughter's baby mom. She's videotaping a lot of the stuff that people should keep in private. I wonder, it just goes to show you that what men value more in life.
What some men, I guess, value. What some men value, I guess. Maybe let's not try and make them all like they're all
Exactly, because if you say that, Terence Crawford must value something more than that because he got a ride or die at home.
He's a good guy.
Errol just a clown with the woman. She just it's not even. Well, I was about to say this. She's not even cute. I'm sorry.
Men like Errol have low self-esteem because not to say that his woman is bad looking. I mean, she's attractive. She has a lot of, she's attractive, but there's a lot of attractive women out there, but you got to look deeper inside someone other than that. And I think true love comes with time and trust. And you can't trust someone without loving someone. You can't love someone without trusting someone. And loyalty. And this is not a loyal behavior for a person that's supposed to be your life partner. And if he's supposed to die for this woman, which I believe all men should do that for their, the men should be the protector. This is not the type of woman you would want to lay your life on the line for.
Facts. You ain't lied. Well, that's his business, mate, because that's the levels. His first baby mum outed him as well. She went to the public. Jamal Charlo's baby mum outed him to the public. Now baby mum number 2 for Spence outed him to the public. Shouts out to the type
someone just said, yeah, someone local tacos just said it's some fairy tale magic going on over here. Why is this fairy tale that a man is supposed to protect their woman, and I believe the men should be the protectors of their womanhood? And how can a man, in all honesty, lay their life out for a woman that can put their business out there for the streets like that? I'm just saying what I see, because I can talk on my SHIT. But what goes on between me and my man is between me and him. I'm not going to put that out much less to my friends, but to the internet. I mean, that's not helping that person. That's like, even with Jamal Charlo, what his woman did, I don't think that was right. You can have your difference between your man and whatever, but you're not supposed to put out your business like that out to the street. And everybody knows that I'm pro-woman here. People tease me because I'm Cynthia G and all that stuff. But come on, if this is the father of your kids and stuff like that, you don't want them to go out like that.
No, whether it's a joke or whether it's real, it's just all in bad taste. It's a load of shit. And I just thought I needed to cover it. And I'm glad I covered it there. That's put to bed. Okay, but shouts out Arlette, because we're going to get ready to do the other live. So shouts out.
Okay, sis.
Shouts out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
See you on the other side, girl.
Yes, I will. Take care.
See you
Love
later.
you.
Bye. I love you. I called it Arlette. See you, girl. Okay, we got super chat in the building. What up? Hang on, let's go. Candy Slim 501, thank you for dropping that quarter of a dub on your girl. She bodied that talking about the women. I'm frying fish and asparagus, but I had to stop and salute that. Respect to both fighters and this live. Massively appreciated. Right now I'm so hungry. I would love to be in your kitchen eating the fish and asparagus. The fish and asparagus. I'm gonna have some lasagna real quick. But thank you very much, and massively appreciated for the donation and appreciate the compliment. And yeah, shouts out to you're feeling what Arlette said. It's great to have a female's point of view, and so come back to a future live, and I'm always here anyway. So yeah. Top 10. I don't know what AJ's saying. He said bye. So yeah. So guys, King of King, last thoughts in the building. Oh yeah. Yeah, I already played it. King of King? No, he's mute. Cue the God, last thoughts. King of King, back to you.
I'm good. No.
Y'all good? Yeah, we're all good in the motherfucking now. So, all right. So, we're just going to shut shit down. Cue to God. We're shutting shit down. Thank you, King, for joining me. Thank you for Cue to God joining me in the building. KOK in the building. Modekin Boxing in the building. Arlette, Ricky Ricardo in the building. AJRJ in the building. King Shelton Moore in the building. Bold in the building. Bold didn't get to say much, but a little bit in the building. So thank you for the super chat. Massively appreciated. And you know what we do here. We're here for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Yeah, these heterosexuals that was in the building couldn't handle the truth, but where there's knowledge, then you'll get the truth. So knowledge is absolutely key. Knowledge is key. Yeah, man, sight for Guan.
So if it Guan, not bad I see nothing because nothing not a Guan. Lock off your eyes, cost me, make you come.
Shouts out to MC Flowdown.
Them not like me, some me not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Roast raid man, wanna inform up, fun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping fly.
Throw away all these fucking heterosexuals. This is where you all go. Pack them all up and get rid. Yeah, we don't believe you.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
To this day, you're still capping.
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here and you don't know what I'm talking.
Get the fuck out.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
And you know, I am that bitch. And I will always be that bitch because I was born that bitch.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, now let's go get Ferrari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chicks can't even spell that. You hoes bugging, repel that.
And guess what? It's Friday.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
That's correct. Very much correct. So if it's Friday, you ain't got no job, you ain't got shit to do. Just watch me, innit? Versus the aerosexuals. Well, shouts out to them, man. You guys have made it eventful.
That's right. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Look for me.
Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann rep nonetheless. Oh yeah. Sorry. Members, let me just do your rollout. Fucking hell. You guys are... There's a lot to do. Shouts out to Modern King Boxing, Jimmy McClenley, Ringside Reporter Live, King of King Boxing in the building, Lisa Bell's in the building, Stephen T in the building, Mark Niggity Nash in the building, Donald Banks in the building, New Media Today USA Boxing in the building, AJR Day in the building, Charlo in the building, King TJ in the building, Apollo Type El Primero in El Edificio in the building, Dr. P in the building, Devil Beats in the building, Art to the Left in the building, thank you for calling, D-Style Boxing in the building, Dub Right Side in the building, Slim Boxing Commentary in the building, Hector Garcia, mi esposo número uno, Paz in the building, Mark in the building, Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, Paz in the building, ERF Boxing in the building, Don Juan in the building, yeah. And last but not least, Ivo in the Usdania. Ya tú sabes, Ukrainian and Espanol. Great stuff, yeah, that's magical. I'm learning Ukrainian now. So, guys, thank you. Anyway, I'm gone and I'm done. Hey, girl, it's LadyChann rep nonetheless. Thank you for joining me. Come box with Chan. Gyan. LadyChann has left the build, does it? Gyan. LadyChann. Fight.